Hello? Hello, is that working? If anyone's there. I need to close some of these tabs. It's a bit bright. I can't really do anything about that. Should probably have some music going over this as well. But I'm just going to get right into it. And people can pile in and show up. Right. Should probably see if the internet's how my internet speed is doing, because that's the main thing I'm worried about since I've moved house.
Jordan Peterson.
Oh. Sorry about that. Yes. Yes. Let's see how it's looking. I know that no one can see this, so it's not hugely interesting, but it's very important. How's the latency? It's fine. It's fine. It's good. Good. Well, it looks good anyway, but you know, if not, someone will have to let me know. Yes. Let's get this going. Hopefully. Although also, hang on, is my... Okay, that's good. Actually, I just need to... Man, I'm so shit at actually streaming things and getting ready. Okay, great. That's all I wanted to know. And I also had an update, so to OBS. So I had to keep that in mind. Now it's just now me saying test is just gonna sit there, but that's fine. I'm gonna keep the aspect ratio. Just yep. I didn't think it would have so many options, to be honest, but. Oh, yes. Okay, cool. In business. Fucking hell, it's so... I don't know, 90s. The MIDI music. Not fucking too much on my microphone. Develop a commentary, okay. Alright. I'm into it. Feels like it might be quite loud, but maybe not. Shit, alright. Oh, straight into it. Not even a cutscene. Pretty exciting so far. Okay, cool.
Ah, Miss Bateman. Welcome back to Ticehurst House. It's been quite some time. weather this evening, is it not? Nurse Blaketon has had enough of me smoking inside. Makes her cough, you see. A bit of rain won't kill me, will it? You mustn't be interested in me nattering on. Give my regards to your father. Nurse
Am I meant to be
Blaketon
saying
is
something?
preparing his supper.
Because,
You look pale, Miss Bateman. Do head inside. You'll catch your death out here.
okay.
Dearest mother,
Right, here we go. Oh.
I hope this letter will reach you. I have spent these past years in torment, trying to piece together what remains of fractured memories. What I am about to recount to you will seem beyond comprehension, but I beg for your patience.
Sounds a little bit different to the trailer, but I guess that's not really important. Hello.
I will endeavour to explain the events that led me to Ticehurst House that night. As far as I can recall, this whole wretched story started with the receipt of a letter from a Mr. Leonard Shoulder. The letter brought me to the isolated village of Bewley, deep in the moors.
Lovely.
No station master in sight. I hope the village isn't too far away. I can't recall our exact meeting place. Mr. Shoulder mentioned it in his letter.
Whoa. Okay. Left click to move, right click to look. Inventory at the top of the screen. Right, just dumping the controls on me. Which isn't the most elegant way to do it, but whatever. I guess that still reminds me of the games of yesteryear. Autosave, yeah. Yep. Show interactables, okay. I mean, that's probably going to be quite useful. There aren't any?
If I take the sign, how would the trains know where to stop?
Okay, well...
Bewley. I have great expectations for this, Barrow.
Me too.
My mother always told me not to walk on railway tracks.
Sorry. I'm getting, you know, I see something, I click it.
The tracks look quite untarnished. I don't think many trains come through here. A door of fine construction.
That's the most adventure game fucking... we need a sentence piece of
Hello?
writing ever.
Hello?
Okay, can't knock on it or anything.
I ought to read Mr. Shoulder's letter again. I can't recall the name of our meeting place.
I see, okay. So that's how it's going to be. Am I going to read this out? I'm not even sure anyone's here. Dear Miss Bateman, I write this letter in the hope of piquing your curiosity. I've read about your expertise in barrows. I don't really know what barrow is, whatever. And if I understand correctly, you are writing a book on them and the treasures they contain. I live in the village of Bewley, where a most special barrow can be found on the outskirts. It is rectangular in form and is certainly tall enough to stand up in. The place is steeped in local legend, and there is rumour of secrets to be found deep within. Ooh. I hope you will not misunderstand me and find this letter intrusive. If you wish to visit Bewley and excavate the Barrow, I will be pleased to be your guide. Please send your response to the Plough and Furrow Inn, Bewley. I shall await your letter. Yours respectfully, Mr. Leonard Shoulder. Oh, not too bad. Oh, another one? Dear Miss Bateman, marvellous news. I shall meet you at 8 o'clock in the evening on the 14th of this new month at the Plough and Furrow Inn, Bewley. Yep. The inn has fine rooms with which you will find adequate for your short stay. When we meet, I shall tell you more of the circumstances surrounding the site, which is referred to locally as Hobbs Barrow. It is not located on my own land, but we will have no issue gaining permission to excavate. I wish you a safe journey. Ugh, someone's appeared. I've just noticed. Leonard's Shoulder, yeah.
I must make my way to the Plough and Furrow Inn.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
I swear she was not standing there a moment ago.
That's what I said. Ahoy there.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm looking for the Plough and Furrow Inn. Do you know where I can find it?
Ah, young lady. Leave the station and follow the dry stone wall for around half a mile. You'll come to Bewley. Go straight ahead and you'll find the market square. The inn is t'other side at square.
Thank you very much.
Oh. Interesting accent, that.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Well, it used to be a thriving village. Not so much now. I don't spend much time there these days.
Are you local?
Ah, yes, a local I am. But I don't live in the village.
Where are you travelling to today?
That would be none of your business, young lady.
Quite. Apologies. I wish you a pleasant journey.
Oh, guess that's that. Yeah.
What brings you to Bewley?
Hmm?
I beg your pardon?
What brings you to Bewley, miss?
Oh. She looks superstitious, is that what I was going to say? Yeah. I'm not gonna fucking tell her. I'm gonna lie. Why not?
Just a bit of sightseeing.
We don't get many of your type out here.
My
Hey,
type.
how's it going?
City folks. Curious young ladies. Not much to be seen in Bewley, if you ask me. You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
I'll take my chances.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
That was odd.
It does look quite shit, as in the moors look quite flat over here anyway, but it might be right. I wonder if I should make my chat box. Just fiddle around with that. No, I'm gonna stop. I did so much fiddling around with all this shit before I started. That's got autosave if I remember, but oh, ominous. Yeah, I noticed that as well. Place to be, I suppose. How's the sound, by the way? How's the connection? I have to ask that every time, because I never have the same setup twice, it seems. Should I go knocking on these doors? Hello. Oh.
A humble
Sweet.
dwelling.
Oh, it looks kind of weird, the changing pixels.
The old woman told me to go straight ahead to get to the inn. I'll have time to explore tomorrow.
Okay, fine. Oh, some nice tones coming in the soundtrack. Very nice. England.
Beating raw metal into a fine object is an admirable skill.
Indeed.
The anvil looks heavy. Perhaps this belongs to a merchant. This must belong to someone. I should leave it alone.
Okay. I should go... Yeah. It's hard not to just try to click on every single thing in an adventure game, but I get the feeling it's not that kind of vibe necessarily. The church. Told me to go straight ahead. So,
Quite an ornate construction. This was created with pride and care. The cross denotes this as the site of a market, or perhaps a site of traditional religious significance.
where people got burned at the stake, basically. That's what I'm...
The sign is in a shabby
from that.
state, but the shop appears to be a cobbler's. The building is in a dilapidated state.
This is a little spooky, yeah. Yes, as it should be, really, if it's trying to be one of these, 90s PC adventure games, because they had to have them all subtitled because you didn't necessarily have the, like the sound card or whatever on your PC back in those days to have the voice acting, or you had like the floppy disk version. Instead of the CD version, so there wasn't voice acting, so they'd have to have it. So they have to do dubbing for everything. I remember because the first time I played Day of the Tentacle, there was no voices, and it was all subtitles and MIDI music. It was quite spooky, to be honest. Anyway, here we are.
The Plough and Furrow Inn. The inn where I am to meet Mr. Shoulder.
Mr.
The
Shoulder.
sign is well out of reach. The Plough and Furrow.
Yep.
I have a bit of time before Mr. Shoulder arrives. I should inquire about a room.
Oh. From this respectable gentleman.
The man looks thoroughly inebriated.
Hey up. Just waiting for someone to say that.
Hello there. What's the young lady doing out alone in this sodding weather?
Mr. Shoulder. I've forgotten his first name already. I'm so bad with names. I knew this would happen. There might be a problem in this game.
What are you doing out in this weather?
Waiting for you, my
Always a
dear.
good kind of
I
response to
doubt
something.
that.
And I've waited long enough. So, give us a kiss now, won't you?
Humour, slap, or deflect. Oh, nice! I get to role play as a woman. Excellent. I mean, I've got to, really.
How dare you?
She's an upper-class lady as well, so
Wench!
she got that on her side.
What a buffoon.
It's going well so far. Wench!
I should speak to the innkeeper about a room. It's a crudely painted scene that appears to be of a biblical nature.
Well, I think I can just make out what it is.
I don't want to take the painting with me.
Alright, sorry. I just feel the need to tell her to interact with everything.
A fine exemplar of inebriation.
But I probably shouldn't try and interact with things unless I want to pick them up or take them or whatever.
A rather miserable looking fellow. He's playing a board game by himself. I think it's Three Men's Morris.
No idea what that is. Yeah! Hold on it. Hang on a fucking second. Well, I guess you want to put all their fucking body weight into it. Because you want to make a statement.
They are engaged in an intense discussion.
Oh, this is a pub, alright.
The innkeeper is a serious looking man.
Hello, barkeep.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, lass. How can I help you?
Shoulder?
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
Aye, I know the man.
I'm to meet him here tonight.
Can I get you something to drink while you wait?
Not yet, thank you. I am in need of a room for the night.
Aye, we aren't short of those. One night, is it?
I shall need at least 2 nights, maybe more.
Aye, 'tis not a problem. 3 shilling per night. That includes your dinner and tea.
A fair price.
Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
need that payment up front for the 2 nights.
Although I don't actually know what year this is. Not that, you know, I'm not saying I can fucking figure out the inflation or anything. I'm just kind of wondering. Also, like, I wonder if we're not that you'll notice this probably, but I wonder if we'll actually get any authentic Yorkshire people doing a voice in this game, because I'm kind of suspicious of these accents a little bit. But
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
oh wait,
lass.
I already.
How can I help you?
I thought I had to talk to him for the room. We already sorted out the room.
How much is the room again?
3 shilling.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Bye for...
As you were.
Yeah, it's in the north of England, in Yorkshire, I believe. But I think it's some fictional town, I'm guessing.
Good day, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Note for you here.
I beg your pardon?
I said there's note for you here, lass. Be on your way.
Charming.
It's a bit late for that. I've already got a room.
Hello, sir.
We are in the middle of a discussion here.
Sorry to interrupt.
I like that. This is it's like being reasonably realistic so far, that I'm just coming up and talking to people, being like, "Hi, hello." Like, who does that?
Hello, miss.
Outside of an adventure
What
game.
do you
I mean.
want? Bugger off.
Yeah, fair.
A majestic animal cut down in his prime. A pixie-faced peasant boy painted in a naive style. This painting shows a Rubenesque figure brushing her hair.
Oh,
Quite unusual to see such a sensual work in a room like this.
all right, calm down.
A colourful work depicting a bashful knight. It is signed N. Hamley.
Oh,
I don't want to take the
what was
a
it again?
colourful work depicting a bashful knight.
Just I got
It
an
is
achievement for
signed
that.
N. Hamley. A biblical scene of some kind. An angel is depicted looking longingly to the heavens. The painting depicts a rocky-edged lake. A small bronze plate states the name Lake Cubilius.
Weird little name. Can I go through here?
Excuse me, lass. Upstairs is for paying lodgers only.
Do I have
My
to?
apologies.
Look, yes, I do have to give them the money, right? What you got to say about?
A gift from my mother. It bears my initials, TB.
There's some unfortunate initials, especially in this century.
I have 6 shillings and 2 pence. My assistant Kenneth is bringing more funds tomorrow. I don't like travelling with too much money on me.
Shilling a night, so
This is payment for the room.
Thank you. Can I ask for your name, lass?
Thomasina Bateman.
fucking
And
hell.
will Mr. Bateman be staying with us tonight?
No, I am not wed.
Smooth.
My assistant is arriving in Bewley tomorrow.
Your assistant, you say? Will you be needing another room?
Please.
I'll keep a room spare. It's not quite as nice as yours, I'm afraid.
Not a problem, sir. I'm sure it will be adequate. Kenneth is a man of inexpensive taste.
Here's your key.
Kenneth.
Just go through the door to the right of the bar, then up the stairs. Room number 2.
Thank you.
Can I help you with your luggage?
No, thank you, sir. I can manage. I should go upstairs and freshen up before Mr. Shoulder arrives.
All these blokes are making me uncomfortable.
This shall do nicely. Time to change into something more comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite fancy traveling gear. Well, we're here to Barrow
Much
Raider.
better.
That's what they should have called this.
A sturdy-looking thing, useful to many a weary traveller. I've stored my case in there, a box within a box.
Symbolically compelling.
The wardrobe looks old, perhaps 100 years or more in age. Complementary matches. Useful.
That is useful, I imagine.
Complementary matches.
Okay.
There's only one match left, though.
Oh,
As the only light source in the room,
alright.
a decrepit set of drawers. A decorative plate depicting a goat. A painting of surprising quality.
Oh.
It portrays a rocky outcrop overlooking a vast moor. Perhaps a local landmark.
The moors. Juggle water?
This may come in handy.
Got some fire, got some water. It's going well
I don't
so
wish
far.
to carry the bowl around with me.
Yeah. Juggle water's fine, but in the we got the infinite sack into hammer space that every adventure game character needs. Oh, hello.
A curmudgeonly looking old fellow. Hello, sir.
Right,
Do you know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
you're not local. You've come on that bloody train, haven't you? Bewley's going to dogs.
Hi, my name is...
My name is Thomasina Bateman, and you are...
None of your business, lass. Where's your husband?
None of your business, sir.
Ah! You're brave coming in here, all on your own.
I'm a grown woman.
I'm Cyril.
It's
Oh, he
a
did tell us his
pleasure to
name.
make your acquaintance, Cyril.
I think this is a fair... These are fair reactions to... like some posh lady that just swanning in, asking everyone who they are, introducing themselves. I don't know. I think I still find that quite weird nowadays.
Do you know Mr. Shoulder?
That be none of your business, lass. I don't come to your city poking around asking questions, do I? Man just wants to enjoy his ale in peace.
Well,
I take it you are not enamoured with the railway station.
Bewley's gonna be swarming with outsiders, like you. We don't want you coming here.
oh, this
It's
is
as
so...
simple as that, lass.
Why not?
This is our town, our land.
I assure you, I am not here to cause trouble.
We'll see about that, won't we?
This is so League of Gentlemen. Like, it's literally... don't want the road, don't want the train station.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We're a proud community.
Locals.
I've lived here my whole life. Not much here to interest folks like you.
Folks like me.
Aye.
Bye for now.
Ta-ra, lass.
Sarah. Well, anything new to ask?
Miss Bateman, you've transformed.
I feel far more comfortable in my outdoor clothing.
You look like one of those explorers you see in the newspaper.
I guess you could call me an explorer of sorts.
I'm Stanley. Stanley Kemp.
A pleasure to meet you, Stanley.
And tell me, I trust your
He's a
rope is
fucking-
adequate.
Most adequate.
Excellent.
I'm suspicious of this fucking Stanley fella. There's something about him.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Kemp.
Well, I've been the proprietor of this inn for the last 16 years. I worked as a drover all over the country in my younger days. Saved up my coin and bought this place.
It's a fine inn.
Thank you. I often run short of ale, but my rooms are rarely full. We don't get many outsiders wanting to stay overnight here in Bewley.
Yep. Gathered that. Yeah, that's literally all that happened, basically. Because she's a... like, not an archaeologist, but, I don't know, a Barrow raider, as I called her.
Has Mr. Shoulder arrived yet?
Still haven't seen head nor tail of him, Miss
I
Bateman.
still don't really know what a Barrow is, to be honest.
What can you tell me about Mr. Shoulder?
Aye, he's a quiet fellow. He only comes here to check his post.
Yes, I've been corresponding with him using this address.
Have you now? You found yourself an admirer.
Not quite.
What business do you have with old Leonard, then?
I did say that I didn't trust him. Or I felt like there was something off about him. So I should go with that.
We've become good friends through our correspondence.
So, I were right. He is an admirer then.
Not in that sense.
So you've come all the way to Bewley on your own to meet old Mr. Shoulder because of innocent letters? Now, I can see a lie from a mile away.
Oops.
You can trust me, lass. Your secrets are safe with me.
But that makes
I
me
just like
even
a
more
chat,
suspicious.
Especially with me guests. A good, honest chat.
Well, if you must know, I am what some people call a barrow digger.
Barrow digger.
What?
Okay.
A barrow digger.
What in God's name is that?
Are you familiar with tumuli?
Afraid not.
Barrow is another word for tumulus, or tumuli in the plural. A profoundly interesting subject.
You've lost me.
I excavate ancient burial sites looking for relics. A barrow is
Tomb Raider.
traditionally a circular mound of raised earth enclosing a burial chamber.
Oh, you're a grave robber.
I am no
Tomb
such
Raider.
thing.
Don't worry, lass.
Tomb
I've
Raider
met all
literally means
sorts in
grave
here over
robber,
the
I've just
years.
realised.
I won't tell anyone.
I assure you, my goal is more noble than petty grave robbery.
What sort of relics do you find then? Gold? Silver? Bones?
Well, rarely gold or silver, but treasures certainly. Ancient pottery is the most common find. I've been excavating
nice.
barrows all over the country. I'm documenting my findings in preparation for my book. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England.
Oh, aye. Very interesting. But what does old Leonard have to do with this?
He sent me a letter in which he told me about an unusual barrow in Bewley, a site called Hobbs Barrow. I'm meeting him here this evening to find out more.
I've lived here nigh on my whole life, and I've heard nowt about a Hobbs Barrow.
Well... Let's talk about it
Are
anyway.
you sure you've never heard of Hobbs Barrow?
Not in my life, lass, but I'll tell you something. The moors stretch further than the eyes can see once you leave this village. There's no doubt many a discovery to be made.
Mr. Shoulder said the barrow is well known locally, a place of legend.
I'm afraid you're going to have to speak to him about it. Why are you interested in digging around in the dirt, lass? Haven't you better things to do with your time?
I enjoy nothing more than the thrill of discovery, uncovering the past and piecing together our history. I inherited this passion from my father.
Oh, a barrow digger too, eh?
Indeed. He would take me with him on excavations as a child.
Does he still come with you now, on your own adventures?
I'm afraid my father's been bedbound by illness for many years.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that, lass.
Ugh.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp. He is well looked after at a private hospital.
In a private hospital. It's well looked after, with heaps of money, so don't worry about that.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Aye, it's a quiet place. People keep to themselves, work hard.
I look forward to exploring the village tomorrow.
There's not a lot to see, lass. But St. Edmund's Church is a fine building,
Hey.
worth a visit.
Thanks for your time.
As you were.
Mr. Shoulder should really be here by now. I'll sit down and wait.
That makes it sound like he's not coming. I wonder
Where
if
on
he
earth
existed
is
at
he?
all.
What a waste of time this is turning out to be.
Oh,
Evening there, miss.
Not you again.
I just wanted to apologise for
Okay.
earlier. I deserve that slap. I'm sorry for my behaviour. The
Aw.
drink gets a hold of me sometimes.
I wasn't expecting that.
Let's start again, shall we?
My name is Arthur Tillett.
Thomasina Bateman.
What a name.
What
Fucking
brings
hell.
you to Bewley, anyway?
I'm here to meet someone, but he has not arrived.
His loss, if you ask me.
Alright, mate.
Perhaps you
Don't-
know the gentleman, Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, I know Mr. Shoulder all right. If I may be so bold as to say, he's a bit long in the tooth for you.
The relationship is not what you're implying. I've never met him. In fact, I know very little about him at all.
Get me an ale and I'll tell you all about the old sod.
Yeah, fucking go on then.
One ale, coming right up.
Thank you very much, Miss Bateman. Then I'll tell you all about old Leonard's shoulder.
Oh, I've literally got to do it. Okay. Hello.
How can I help you?
A tankard of your finest ale, Mr. Kemp.
There we are. 2 pence, please.
Oh.
Thank you. This was the last of my money, but Kenneth will be here tomorrow with more funds.
Kenneth. Got anything to say about the ale?
A tankard of warm ale.
Apart
I
from it's
prefer
warm.
a glass of Portuguese port wine myself.
I fucking bet you do. Fucking. Why do Tomb Raiders always have to be Tories?
Here you are, Arthur.
Poshos.
Thanking you.
So many posh ladies going adventuring.
Oh, that hits the spot, that does, lass. Now then. Old Len. Leonard Shaw.
Oh. Strong stuff.
Arthur? Mr. Tillett? Oh, for heaven's sake. The man is in a drunken stupor.
Oh, my money. I didn't know it was going to be... Yeah. I mean, I didn't know. I knew I had 2 pence left, but I didn't know... Oh, whatever.
After one drink
I
too
don't know
many,
how much a drink costs
Arthur
in
Tillett has
fucking-
passed out.
150 years ago or whatever. Well,
There's nothing else I wish to discuss at the moment.
great. Well, let's go check out the church. That's what matey said. Let's check out these
A
plates.
decorative plate. This one depicts a cat. A decorative plate depicting a serpent. A decorative plate. This one depicts a bull. A decorative plate depicting an eagle. A decorative plate. This one depicts a dog. A decorative plate depicting a bear.
Got an achievement for that. Maybe it's just for looking at all this shit.
I should wait here for Mr. Shoulder.
Oh, okay. Talk to you.
Do you know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder?
You ought to be careful asking too many questions round here. Be on your way.
Oh, I don't mean to...
Listen to me, will you? Be on your way.
I mean, I can't. Sure, let me. Oh, those 2 have gone.
I do not need to use the lavatory.
Okay, just.
Mr. Tillett? He's not dead, just very drunk. I would still like to hear what he has to say about Mr. Shoulder.
She wouldn't. She just refused to speak to him. Unless you mean this guy.
Good day, sir.
Oh. Yeah, he's awake now. Well, maybe.
A fine exemplar
just,
of
you know.
inebriation.
He's like the barflies in The Simpsons. I'll sort of Cyril
There's
again.
nothing else I wish
Okay.
to discuss at the moment.
Well. Jug of water? Wake him up. Hey! Adventure games.
What the hell were that for?
You passed out, Mr. Tillett.
Oh, sorry, lass. Where were I? Leonard's shoulder. Hold on another minute. I'm making for a piss.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This man is unbelievable.
Okay. Guess they're loading in the him telling me, maybe.
It feels
maybe
like
not.
an hour has passed.
Oh, is he fucking...
Perhaps I should go in there and check on him.
How long has it been? Fucking hell.
Miss Bateman? My apologies. The ladies are closed due to faulty plumbing.
Oh, well, that's no
You'll have
good.
to use the gents.
Alright, I see.
Lovely.
That's where I was going anyway.
Mr. Tillett?
Oh. Oh. Right.
It looks like the towel has not been washed in months.
Ooh.
The jug is empty. The mirror is coated in a thick layer of grime. These look modern. I'm surprised. I would
It's
rather
pretty good.
not get any closer. The smell of urine is nauseating.
Coward.
Mr. Tillett? Mr. Tillett, are you in there? Mr. Tillett, are you in there?
Yeah, it is. I can't interact with it though. It doesn't look like. Oh.
Well, you're not Mr. Tillett.
Did he turn into a cat?
The mangy thing is fast asleep.
I mean, maybe not, but.
I'd rather not touch it. The thing stinks to high heaven.
You gonna say anything about these candles? The vibe of this toilet? It's quite,
I can see it's still raining out there. The door opens a crack, but appears to be blocked from the other side.
Where the fuck would that be going anyway? Oh.
I think I can hear someone moving around. Mr. Tillett? Arthur, are you out there? Judging from the draft coming from below, this door must lead outside. I should investigate further.
Indeed.
The water looks
Take any of
highly
these?
questionable.
No. She's not gonna take any of those, but. Okay. There was a bit of a. Maybe it's just me, but I was picking up a bit of a vibe. From that toilet, but. Anything to say?
How can I help you?
There's a door to the outside in the gents' lavatories. Why is it bolted?
That door doesn't even have a lock.
So you didn't block the door?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fair.
Have you seen Arthur Tillett?
I thought he were with you.
He went to the lavatory and has not returned.
That sounds like Arthur Tillett. Don't worry, lass. He'll be back.
Thanks for your time.
As you were.
Alright, let's go fucking check this out. I'm gonna make a save of my own. So there's only one autosave.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh. Oh, no, I was gonna follow him.
Sir?
Maybe I should have shut the door, but...
I don't wish to go knocking door to door.
I say as well. Oh, this is so pathologic, this song, actually, yeah. Bong bong. It's the moors are pretty pathologic here, I've got to say, as a place.
A pearly white gent's glove. It's certainly unlike anything Mr. Tillett was wearing. It seems rather out of place here. Peculiar. Someone has wedged the door shut. Mr. Tillett. Why would he have done that?
Oh, really? Oh, mate, I forget about that one.
Did Mr. Tillett leave?
PSP
and
one.
Block the door behind
Oh, an
him?
emulator.
Something strange is going on here.
It's mighty odd. So, yeah.
A fine white glove, gents style. I found it in the alleyway
Really?
behind the plough and furrow.
Yeah, I haven't heard the soundtrack to that one. I haven't really played that one. I remember a family member of mine had it one Christmas. I saw him playing a bit of it. And I was never. Don't know. Just never got it. I did have a PSP. Unless it was on the Vita or whatever. Yeah, I mean that makes sense because it's Kiriyama. I am tempted to kind of play the Silent Hill games that I know I'm probably not going to be into, but don't know. I've just got no free time for all the things I want to do, so I don't know if I've already watched a couple of Let's Plays of the current one. Yeah, it's like a kind of it's all about like a lesser and the main guy, the trucker guy, just gets involved with like the early story of Alessa or something. I don't know. I'm sure the story. I get the feeling that the story. I don't know. It doesn't sound very interesting, even compared to the other ones like Homecoming and Downpour. It sounded like they had more interesting stories to me. I haven't played any of them, so.
The old man has disappeared into the darkness. I'd best turn back to the inn.
Yeah, I mean, I probably shouldn't follow him all the way into the moors. Yeah. That's the sort of yeah, which is fine.
I don't wish
Because they
to
could
go
be crap as
knocking
well.
door
Because
to
I'm pretty
door.
sure Homecoming was that, and that looked quite. But then I don't know. Maybe Homecoming's actually better than the story. I mean, but maybe more interesting than I first thought. Whenever I watched the Let's Play of it like 10 years ago. Right, well that guy just fucked off. Maybe I could ask someone in the inn about the glove?
I shouldn't wander too far. Mr. Shoulder may still show up and I don't wish to miss him.
There's a lot of camera angles in this game. Like this was I guess to kind of keep you in a space I don't want you to wander off too far, because we like saw this town square earlier. But now we can't wander too far away from the pub. Yeah, I remember you saying, that's why I kind of checked myself on that. Oh, last orders.
Last orders.
I should get some sleep. Finding the missing men of Bewley shall have to wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess so. It's getting misty out there. Maybe I can ask him. I'm going to ask him about this glove.
Do you recognise this glove?
I can't say I do. I don't wear them. They make me hands sweat too much.
Never mind.
Makes sense.
I don't wish to give that away.
Oh, I was just going to see if he knew anything about it. To do. Okay, so we've got a little objectives list. That's nice. Okay.
Kenneth will be arriving tomorrow at midday. I should get some sleep.
No more time in front of the
A
fire.
lovely place to warm oneself.
Or is that just like flavour
The
text?
crackling fireplace is more welcoming than the facial expressions of the locals.
I wonder if I... Nah, that guy was heading straight into the
Kenneth
moors.
will be arriving
I
tomorrow
probably
at
wouldn't have been able
midday.
to follow him.
Should get
Maybe.
some sleep. Yes, I must get some sleep. I shall track down Mr. Shoulder tomorrow.
Miss Bateman,
Yes?
off to bed.
Yes. I'm afraid Mr. Shoulder's let me down.
The rotter. Perhaps he will make himself known tomorrow.
I should hope so. This is turning into a waste of my time.
Ah, don't mind the locals, miss. It's just that we don't get a lot of visitors in Bewley.
Quite.
They mean well, believe me.
Sure, Mr. Kemp.
Please, call me Stanley.
Good night, Stanley.
Sleep well, Miss Bateman.
Stan? Cool. Big room. Thought it might be. God, it's so weird. Ooh, detailed animation. Dong, dong, Dawn of the first day. So what happened with the cat?
Such horrid dreams.
Oh, it was just a dream.
Bolted from the inside, just as I left it last night.
Ah, right.
As I suspected, I must have dreamt of that wretched-looking cat. I must say I'm relieved. Right then. Let's see if I can track down the elusive Leonard Shoulder. I'm rather anxious to get to this Barrow. I also wonder what happened to Mr. Tillett.
I dread to think, to be honest.
I've stored my case in there. A box within a box.
It's me, I'm Kathy, come on, man.
I've hung my dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe is empty.
Let me into your window.
Good morning, Miss Bateman.
Good day, Stanley.
Morning.
Did you
Have a little
sleep
chat.
well, Miss Bateman?
Tell me about that cat.
Not really. I have the rather queer recollection of a cat entering my room last night.
A cat, you say?
Yes, an odd-looking grey one. I must have been dreaming, as I locked the door and windows before I went to sleep. I saw a similar cat in the lavatories while searching for Mr. Tillett.
Ah, Herbert. Oh, he's a harmless thing. He comes in now and then searching for scraps.
Indeed. Seeing him in the lavatories must have conjured up the strange dream.
The mind is capable of manifesting frightful things, Miss Bateman.
Certainly.
I'm happy to report the rain of yesterday has lifted. It's a clear morning outside. Crisp. I've prepared a room for your assistant. What time will he be arriving today?
His train will get in around midday. Kenneth will also be bringing my excavation equipment.
Oh, aye. What does that entail?
Picks, shovels, buckets, lighting and such. He usually packs it in a large crate. Come to think of it, I'll need somewhere to store it.
You're welcome to use the alley behind the inn for any such bulky items.
Not completely secure. That's what I was going to say.
Is it safe to do such a thing?
I can assure you the local folk are not thieves, Miss Bateman.
That's not what I...
Now, say nothing more of it.
Thank you, Stanley.
I'll let you get on with your day.
I'll be back with my assistant when he arrives.
Miss Bateman,
Yes?
I've something I wish to get off my chest, as it were.
Yeah?
I've been tossing and turning all night, Miss Bateman.
Ugh.
I feel rotten, I really do.
What on earth are you talking about?
As you know, I like to run an honest establishment. And well, I have not been
Oh,
honest
I
with
see.
you, lass. I do know of Hobbs Barrow.
You do?
I do. Many here do. There are stories tied to that place, you know. If I've learned anything in this life, it's that some stones are best left unturned. Old Leonard Shoulder is someone to be wary of too. I can't tell you what to do, lass, but you'd best avoid him.
Why must I be wary of Mr. Shoulder?
The man has a certain reputation.
For what?
You've seen it already. Were he here to meet you last night?
No.
Precisely. A man not to be trusted.
Well,
Where does Mr. Shoulder live?
I can't say for sure. As I think I told you last night, he's a quiet man and keeps to himself. He only comes in here to collect his post. Leads me to believe
Might
he
be
lives
him.
a fair distance away. Certainly not in the village itself.
that we saw last night.
Might someone around Bewley be able to help me find him?
You could ask around. As I say, lass,
He looked pretty
Cooler
old.
folk mean well. Don't forget that.
Why lie to me about Hobbs Barrow?
I know, lass, I know. I feel dreadful.
But why? What are these stories you speak of?
I really can't tell you more. If you insist on visiting that place, you'll have to seek out Mr. Shoulder. He brought you here. He should be the one to tell you.
I must say, Mr. Kemp, this is all quite puzzling. I've never let local superstition stop me in the past. I pride myself on being a woman of logic and reason. I've no time to waste on such matters.
As I say, seek out Mr. Shoulder. He can tell you more.
It's like the fucking Essex Serpent, this is.
Where is Hobbs Barrow?
I don't know. I say that on my mother's grave, Miss Bateman.
I now find that hard to believe.
The moors are vast, lass. I'd tend not to go wandering out there. A grown man could lose himself and not be seen again.
I shall return later.
Good day to you, lass.
What was the name in Pathologic of the weird moorish area, like sort of deserty place where the kin would go? Forgotten the name of it.
It seems
It does
I may be
does
fighting
seem
a
kind
battle
of
against
nice.
some sort of local superstition. Is there
you know.
a single barrow in England that doesn't have some ghastly tale attached to it? Hogwash. All of it. I've a few hours until Kenneth arrives. I should use this time to find Mr. Shoulder.
The step, yes, of course. Yeah. Similar sort of vibe, really, except steps are flat
He looks like a rather shady character.
for the most part, from what I understand. Not that I've seen many steps, I've got to say.
Hello?
Isn't this the guy? No, he disappeared.
My name is Thomasina.
Oh, he's northerners, so
and
it's the
you
same.
are...
Now then, that's none of your concern, love.
Now then. Proper Yorkshire. Step. Yeah.
What do you do around here?
Hey up, you're not scared
Hey
of
up.
sticking your neb in. I look after the churchyard, dig the graves.
Ibagum.
What can you tell me about the church?
Aye, it's a church.
Quite.
Fair.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
I don't know out about no Leonard Shoulder.
Yeah, I'm not a cop. He's got these, yeah.
What can you tell me about Hobbs Barrow?
Not to be found digging around in those things.
You know of local barrows, then?
Don't concern yourself.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
Not much around here, love. Not worth mentioning to you, like.
I see. Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
No worries. Oh, it's a lovely morning. Oh,
The little whelp looks determined to slaughter the very air itself.
you little whelp.
The young woman looks extremely bored by it all.
You're right there.
Hello?
Yes?
Love introducing myself.
My
Hi.
name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Douglas?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Douglas.
I don't think I've ever, like, introduced myself to anyone. Like, people, it's usually just, like, talking to someone, I'd be like, Will. Maybe a shake of the hand, if it's a bloke. Like a friend's boyfriend or something, that's a usual state name, shake hand situation.
That's a great sword technique you have.
Thanks, miss. Mr. Crozier's gonna make me a real one when I turn 12. I'm preparing myself to fight the lantern worm.
Ooh.
What is the lambton worm?
It's gonna come back and get us all. John Lambton thought he killed it at the River Ware, but my father told me it still lives. We must all be prepared.
The lambton worm isn't real, Douglas. Father just told you that to get you out of his hair.
Yeah.
Not true. I saw it slithering out by the beck. Like a giant eel it were. I ran home so fast I thought I would fly.
Sorry, miss. My brother has a vivid imagination.
Children often do at his age.
I'll keep training. You will all thank me when I thrust my sword deep into its fat belly.
Douglas, This lady doesn't want to hear your nonsense.
That kid's got the best northern accent so far, in my opinion. You know, not that I'm a fucking... Even though I'm a bit of a southern fairy, I've got to say.
Do you like living in Bewley?
Yeah, I do. Are you from the city?
I'm from a long way away.
You must have come on the train. I love watching all the steam puff up into the sky.
Have you been on the train yourself?
No, miss. Our parents don't have the money for train tickets. Father says we have all we need here in Bewley.
Fuck yeah.
Perhaps this nice lady would like to take you away with her on the train.
No, I need to stay and protect Bewley from the lantern worm.
Indeed. Yeah. Yeah. Sounded kind of like, I don't know. I'm not very good at telling northern accents apart, but...
Do you know a man called Leonard Shoulder?
That's a funny name.
It's definitely trying to be one. Never heard it. Yeah, I mean... I don't know. You ever seen Game of Thrones? I feel like that's the most... the closest global exposure to the northern accent people have got. Is like... the Stark family and the northerners of Game of Thrones. Because otherwise, it doesn't really get much play outside of England. Yeah. Exactly.
Who's Mr. Crozier?
Yeah.
He's a blacksmith. His forge is just over there on the other side of the square.
Don't you think 12 years of age is a little young for a real sword?
I'll be a master swordsman by then.
Have you heard of Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
A local burial mound.
Our parents don't let us wander far from the village.
What's a burial mound?
Don't you mind about that, Douglas.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, miss.
Good day.
What you got to say?
Hello, miss.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Betty.
You don't have to sound patronising.
Nice to meet you, Betty.
Just because they're working class.
What are you up to?
My brother is practicing his sword fighting technique. I'm to watch him until he tires himself out.
I'm tireless.
This time last month it were all about his teaspoon collection. This month it's swords.
Swords more interesting in my opinion.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
Our parents don't like us talking to strangers, miss.
So you know of it?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Well, okay then.
Quite a fine building indeed.
Can I knock on random people's doors? Hello. This is taking it to the next
I don't
level.
think anyone is home.
Of busy sticking my nose in, being a busybody. Yeah, she probably knows something. That's what I would be assuming. Could step in the cobblers. It was open.
No one here.
Actually, there's not. Knock on all the doors. Be such a fucking arsehole.
I don't think anyone is home.
Oh, here it is.
The blacksmith is toiling away. Good day.
Yes?
Mr. Crozier, I presume.
Aye.
Good name.
George Crozier, at your service.
It's no Leonard Shoulder.
My name is Thomasina.
Aye.
Thomasina
Can I help you?
Bateman.
Are you a Bewley native, Mr. Crozier?
Aye. Born and bred. That's where my father's forge before mine.
Makes sense.
How is business faring?
I do an honest trade. There'll always be horses needing shoes and farmers needing tools. You let me know if you need out made or mended. I'll do you a fair price.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier. Do you know a man by the name of Leonard Shoulder?
Oh, aye. Old Leonard.
Exactly.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not recently.
Do you know where he lives?
Why all these questions, lass?
I need to speak with him. He invited me to Bewley.
Oh, he'll turn up. I've seen him in the plough and furrow from time to time.
But do you know where he lives? I need to find him.
I believe he lives somewhere out on the moors. Can't tell you out more than that.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Yeah, like, it's funny to play an adventure game where people are actually going like, you're asking a lot of questions. Like, what the fuck? Like, who are you? Just be like, hi. That's what I loved about in Disco Elysium. The bit where having like a flashback to like your you know, your romantic interest like leaving you, and her being like, you're just drunk and you go into the strange way. You just talk about just like a list of topics, just something like that. It's just fucking like, oh yeah, I do that.
Do you know of a local landmark named Hobbs Barrow?
There's a fair many barrows found out on the moors, lass. Too many to put a name to. Not a soul in Bewley pays them any mind.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
We don't get many visitors here, outside of market days. But there's plenty of work for the village blacksmith. Where are you from, then?
I arrived yesterday on the train from London, by way of Derby.
Oh, aye. I've heard about London.
What have you heard?
Plenty of factories there.
Yes, indeed. The city is always changing and moving forward.
Fucking hell.
Too busy for me, though, lass. I prefer a quieter pace. Aye.
London.
When do market days run in Bewley?
Once or twice a month. The next one is tomorrow.
How delightful.
Unless your vice is cabbages, there'll be naught to interest a young lady.
I don't mind a cabbage.
Then you're in luck.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Shoes and ships and sailing max. Cabbages and kings.
The blacksmith is right here.
Yeah,
I've no need to go inside.
that's fair.
The bucket has seen better days.
Bucket?
The bucket is rusty and full of holes.
Not as useful as I would like then. Alright, let's check out this church. Oh, is that the old woman?
The woman has a kind face. Hello.
Good day. Would you like to buy one of these cakes, pet?
What kind of cakes?
What kind of cakes do you have?
I have some lovely Bakewell
Oh.
puddings. The sweetest marriage of almond and jam.
Yes, please.
I can tell you're not from around here, because if you were, you would know about my Bakewell puddings. They are quite famous.
Alas, I'm not carrying any money with me.
That's unfortunate, pet. I'm sorry. I can't give them away for free. The money goes to the church, you see, and one cannot shirk one's duty to the church.
I understand.
Quite. Yeah, pet is like a fairly common term of endearment in the north, usually in the northeast, like Newcastle and that. It's a rich tapestry of the way people speak on this tiny island. I mean, it's not tiny, but you know what I mean. Hi.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Yeah,
Mrs.
I mean,
de Plancy.
A pleasure to meet you, Mrs. de Plancy.
Likewise, pet.
like I say, you don't hear a lot of, regional English accents in stuff that you hear outside of England. Unless you play like Fable or something.
Tell me about yourself, Mrs. de Plancy.
About me? What would you possibly want to know about me? I've been attending St. Edmund's Church my whole life.
I always want to help where I can, so I sell my baked goods, and all the proceeds go to its upkeep. This place means so much to me.
Alright.
Your cakes look delicious.
Oh, I want to bake
can
well.
assure you they are. You'll not find better in the entire county.
What can you tell me about St. Edmund's Church?
Isn't it the finest building? It's been standing here since the 12th century.
Not bad.
The box pews in the nave are very fine and date back to the 17th century. The door is open if you'd like to worship.
Thank you, Mrs.
We
Duplancy.
got dog noises in the game.
Do you know a local man called Leonard Shoulder?
Yes, I know Leonard.
Oh?
What business do you have with him?
It's a long story, but I'm trying to find where he lives.
I'm afraid I don't know, dear. Father Roach has access to the parish register. He might be able to help you.
Father Roach. Oh.
What can you tell me about Father Roach?
He is a lovely man
I'd love to speak to
and
people
an
like this.
exemplary servant of the Lord. He's been the vicar of St. Edmund's for
Just
many
like, what can you
years.
tell me about this individual? I guess I could do that. Nothing really stopping me, but anyone mentions anyone, I'll be like, what can you tell me about that person? And where can I find them?
Where can I find Father Roach?
At this time of day, he'll be taking his exercise in Herne Wood, to the west of the village.
Thank you. I'll go find him.
Be sure to listen
Herne
out
Wood.
for his merry whistling. Such a jolly man.
That sounds nice.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
Hobbs what?
Hobbs Barrow.
Oh,
a
come
local
on.
burial
You're
ground.
old.
The
You've heard
only
of it.
place of burial I know about and care for is in this very churchyard.
I expect the jolly whistling. Maybe, yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Might sound like it
God
might be a
be
bit
with
spooky,
you.
but... Oh yeah, I haven't got any fucking money, so no cakes for me. I guess I could have got one if I didn't buy fucking knobhead a drink. But why would, how's I not going to do that? Can I just let myself into the church?
It's locked.
Oh.
The trusty trowel, the Barrow digger's best friend.
Oh, well, I'm taking that.
Excuse me, do you think anyone would mind if I borrowed this trowel?
They probably would.
You help yourself, dear.
Oh.
Father Roach won't mind lending it. Just be sure to put it back when you're finished.
Of course, thank you.
It is more blessed to give than to receive.
It's true. Oh, plaque? Memorial plaques.
In memory of Peter Black.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing these are all going to have names that might come up later, but...
In memory of William Ager. In memory of Mabel Hurst. In memory of Benjamin Garkham.
Garkham. You might remember that one.
In memory of Millicent Smith.
No chance.
In memory of George Paxton. In memory of Barnaby Tillett.
Oh. Tillett.
In memory of Percival Roach.
Roach.
In memory of Romeo Hegg,
Romeo
dearly
Hegg.
missed by his beloved Juliet. In memory of Henry Crozier.
Hey. Tillett is... Well, I don't know. Well, Tillett was the guy who disappeared. Drunk guy. If that's what you're asking. So, I don't know. I was just like, ooh, a dead family member, but, makes sense.
Here lies Margaret Tillett.
Margaret Tillett.
Beloved mother, wife, and sister.
Mother, wife, and sister. So,
John Purchase, dearly beloved husband of Florence.
Florence
Forever
Purchase.
in light, Anne Kemp.
Kemp. That's, the barman.
Joseph Davis.
Innkeeper.
Samuel Bryden. Death is only a shadow across the path to heaven.
Oh, this game is nice, as in like just the art and the sound and stuff.
Here lies Elizabeth Farnaby.
Farnaby. Fresh grave.
This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave.
Yeah, they don't put the tombstone in until
William Paxton.
later.
Modest and gentle of heart.
Alright, where's this go? Oh!
Margaret's Lookout. I wonder who Margaret is, or was.
Margaret. Margaret Tillett? I think she was called Margaret Tillett. Yeah, maybe. What's it? Got an achievement. Very nice. I haven't seen the moors ever. Would like to. They're meant to be pretty moody. Very nice. Well, that was cute. Oh, keep going. Ooh. Don't go too far out. That's nowhere to go anyway. Oh. Thought it crashed for a second there. That's nice. What's my to-dos? Find a shelter, yeah. Just explore Father Roach. He might be out there, but just have a little look. Oh, I wonder if I can, I mean, nah, it's a stupid idea because of how...
I may be a barrow digger, but I am no grave robber.
Yeah. Plus, you know, yeah, as in it was... I was just thinking, I wasn't even thinking of the moral aspect. I was just thinking that it was just way too deep to dig with a trowel. Who do I talk to? I wonder if I can talk to people about their dead relatives. That would be pretty sensitive of me.
There's nothing else I wish to discuss at the moment.
Yeah, I was wondering if I could, exit. Oh, knock on these doors.
Bugger off!
Ah, the unmistakable charm of old Cyril.
I still know where you live. What? Oh.
I don't think anyone is home.
Oh, well, that definitely wasn't going to happen there, but... I think there was another house that I might check, or I'll have a little walk this way. Oh, this is just back into the town. Well, in that case, I will have a walk, like, over here. Might as well knock on all the doors.
I don't think anyone is home.
What's this?
Royal Mail, Postmaster's Residence. This must be the local post office.
Yeah, good to know, I suppose. Need to send a letter. Oh, he's a gravedigger. You probably mentioned that and I missed it.
Sturdy looking barrels, no doubt used to store ale. I suspect the barrels are empty, otherwise the locals would be rolling them into their cellars.
Still think that everyone's a thief. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny that she's like, these people are fucking pretty unwelcoming. It's like, who are you? Come up from the fucking capital. She's like the Bachelor.
I could tether a horse here.
It's basically the same thing going on. Of like, come here for this reason from the city, and she's here, and she's like, oh, these country folk are fucking idiots.
The window is well out of reach.
Stock.
I suspect the barrels are empty.
Nah, yeah. Hitching post.
The post has been embellished with a fine bronze bust of a horse.
It's quite nice. Probably Crozier's work. Last house, I think.
Nobody home.
And I'm guessing this isn't like a way that I can really go, because it looked pretty... Yeah.
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
I mean, looks like I can go there later, but... I think I'll take that little path to the side of the church. You know, I'm guessing that.
The window box is well out of reach.
Oh. I'm guessing that it makes sense for the priest to live sort of that way. Oh, what's this?
A small plaque beside the door reads Vicarage.
Vicarage? Is that not where the vicar lives? Oh, he's in the woods though, isn't he? God, adventure games got so much better once branching paths became a thing, and like choices rather than like figuring out puzzles for static stories. Oh, there he is. That was easy. Oh.
Very sorry. Oh, the shame. This malaise will not pass. Oh, the nausea. I need your help, young lady.
Tell me what you need.
Let the blood from my arm.
Excuse me?
Cut me. I beg you.
I don't wish to look too closely.
Go on, pick it up.
I'm not going near it. It smells disgusting. The vicar looks dreadfully ill. Are you sure this is the only way, Father?
I beg you. It's the only cure for this torturous malady.
How am I going to do it? The trowel?
The trowel's blade is dull and rusted. I need something that will provide a cleaner cut.
Right. Doesn't look like I have the right thing then.
The vicar's spectacles lie broken on the forest floor.
Take them. Yeah.
Ouch! The broken lens is extremely sharp.
Take them better. Oh, unless... The glove?
Perhaps I shouldn't
Okay.
risk soiling this glove until I find its owner.
I guess that's fair. What did it say for the, save any time? Space bar. Right. That will be, that could be quite useful. If I'd be
Don't
making use of
leave.
that.
You must help me.
Oh, as in, I suppose I could just use, you know, Use the spectacles.
Ouch! The broken lens is extremely sharp.
Well,
I don't think that will help me pick up the broken glass.
handkerchief.
This handkerchief was a gift from my mother. I hope she will understand.
I'd use the glove myself, but...
This should work.
Come here.
Are you sure you want me to do this?
Yes, it will cure me of my ills.
I shall do as you ask, Father.
God, forgive me. There we go.
Thank the Lord for my spare pair. God bless you. I already feel quite better.
I'm glad, Father.
Weird.
The rapid healing properties of bloodletting cannot be overstated.
Indeed.
I'm Frederick Roach, vicar of St. Edmund's Church.
My name is Thomasina Bateman.
Fred.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Ricky? Tell me about yourself. Oh, it's probably, yeah.
Are you feeling better?
Yes, thank you.
What ails you, Father Roach?
I just ate a rotten berry, that's all. I like to pick blackberries for my supper, you see. They are quite delicious.
Sure, mate.
As long as you mind the bramble. My apologies again. I wish we had met in different circumstances.
Are you from Bewley originally?
I was born in our very own St. Edmunds. It's quite the story.
Do tell.
Oh, yeah?
My mother was sheltering there as a frightful tempest raged. And lo, did her
Must
waters
love that building,
break
then.
right there and then in that pew.
One could say that you were born into your role, Father.
Indeed. When my mother told me the story as a young boy, I knew that this was my calling.
It's a fine building.
St. Edmunds is a fine building.
Thank you for saying so.
Even though it
It's
looks like
hard work
every
keeping you in
church
good
in
shape,
the
but
rural
our
United
congregation
Kingdom.
is
But
always
whatever.
willing to lend a hand in the Lord's name.
What is it like being the vicar here?
Every day is a blessing, my child. I have a great love for our parish, and the Lord looks after us.
Yep.
What about your congregation?
Numbers have fallen over the years, I must say. But those that remain are faithful and full of His Spirit.
Well, that's all that matters, really.
I'm looking for Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Oh, yes? Are you a relative?
No, it's a long story, but he invited me to Bewley.
And he didn't tell you his address?
He was to meet me last night at the Plough and Furrow, but he never came.
I see. Well, let me welcome you to Bewley on his behalf.
Thank you, Father. Do you know where Mr. Shoulder lives?
Let me think. It's been many moons since I've paid him a visit.
Perhaps you could allow me to take a look at the parish register.
No need. I remember it now. A fair hike across the moors.
Okay.
Could you please give me directions?
I'll take you there myself. It's the least I can do after you aided me so.
Capital. Thank you.
Capital.
Just let me know when you're ready to pay him a visit. I'll be resting here for the time being.
No need to do that. Actually, I remember now. Fuck you.
What do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
I can't say I've heard of it.
It's supposedly a famous local landmark.
I'm afraid I know nothing about it.
What can you tell me about Bewley?
It's a quiet town. The railway line, which I
bet they're
presume
all
you
lying.
arrived by, is the only
say you
news
don't
of
know
note
that.
we've had here for years.
I've heard the new station has received a mixed reaction.
I've heard many a debate, it's true. But my role is not to adjudicate on that matter. I'm very busy in my own work, you see.
This is one fucking guy I'm not going to trust. Like, you know. Like,
I'm I'm ready to go to Mr. Shoulder's house.
You know
Excellent.
why.
I feel the fresh air will do me well.
I think
Follow
that's
me.
fair. Innkeeper guy, he lied, then he backtracked. I feel faintly compelled to believe him.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning, Mrs. Duplancy. Mrs. Duplancy, this is Thomasina Bateman, a visitor to our parish.
We've already had the pleasure of meeting, Father.
Excellent. Miss Bateman, don't hesitate to try one of Mrs. Duplancy's wonderful cakes.
Yes, I've heard about her
I don't have
famous
any money.
Bakewell puddings.
I'll be here all day,
Please,
young
could you-
lady. But remember, once they're
Could you spot me,
gone,
Father?
they're gone. Those little whelps have already gobbled up all the gingerbread.
You are doing God's work, Mrs. Duplancy.
He smiles upon us, Father.
Miss Bateman, if you'd like to follow me.
God, Christianity's so funny.
Let's talk of graves, of worms,
Yes.
and epitaphs. Make dust our paper, and with rainy eyes, write sorrow on the bosom of the earth.
Oh.
Let's choose executors, and talk of wills.
Shakespeare?
Quite. Which play?
Oh, I get to choose. Could be Hamlet. Because they hang out in the graveyard. Don't think it's Macbeth, and I don't know anything about Richard II. Oh, Hamlet. Just because they're in a graveyard at some point, so.
Hamlet?
Magnificent guess, Miss Bateman.
Fucking-
But I'm afraid that passage is from
Ah!
Richard II. Studying the work of the bard is one of my favourite pastimes.
Should have guessed, really.
Follow me.
I don't know Richard II. Sorry, I missed that one. Really putting my fucking English lit degree to shame.
Behold, the vast expanse of God's creation. The moors extend as far as the mortal eye can see. Beautiful, is it not?
It is quite beautiful.
Indeed. The moors are beautiful.
The beauty of God's creation is
I'm not
that
going to knock it
takes
after I
so
just sat
many
there and stared at it
forms.
for a bit.
How can one take in such a view and not have faith? Some look at these moors and think this a godless land. But I tell you, he is found in all domains. The Lord's work is all about us. Tell me, Miss Bateman, do you believe in God?
The air I breathe in. I mean, I'm guessing, they haven't, like, I don't know if she's explicitly stated that she doesn't believe in God, but I'm assuming that she doesn't. Yeah, I got it, really.
I was brought up Anglican. The church was an important part of my early life, Father Roach. But
It's good
what
to leave with
happened
that.
to my father eventually made me question things.
If you don't mind me asking, my child, what happened to your father?
He had an accident when I was very young.
Oh. Flashback.
Come along now, Thomasina. Let's get out of the rain. Remember what I told you, all right? Be a good girl. People are unwell here. They don't want to hear you running about making noise. Understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good. And don't annoy the nurses.
I promise I won't.
Good. Now, let's see your father.
It's a solid child voice. He's doing well then, is he?
Mummy is crying. Daddy is sleeping.
Okay. Oh.
Daddy, wake up! Daddy, wake up! Mummy? Mummy?
Good evening, Mr. Bateman. Hello, little one.
Fucking hell,
You
she
must
looks
be
like a skull.
Thomasina?
Yes?
My name is Nurse Blaketon. I just need to talk to your mummy for a little bit. I'm sorry to disturb you, Mrs. Bateman. Mrs. Bateman?
Will he ever talk again, Nurse Blaketon?
The doctor is
Okay, so not
uncertain,
dead.
Mrs. Bateman. There is the possibility that Mr. Bateman won't regain any movement at all.
Hmm.
But we will do our utmost to look after Mr. Bateman here at Ticehurst Manor. He will have a nurse by his side at all times, I can assure you.
Hmm.
What sort of god would allow this fate to
Yeah, I
befall
guess
such a kind
she
and
did
honest
mention
man?
him earlier.
I'm sorry
I think.
to hear this. God moves in mysterious ways, but he loves us all.
Very mysterious.
Come along now.
It's quite sad.
Hello.
Oh.
She scampered off in a hurry. Who was that?
Some primitive folk make their home out on the
Oh
mountains.
my god, it is
I suggest you
pathologic.
keep your wits about you when you are exploring, and don't stray too far from Bewley.
I see. How much farther to Mr. Shoulder's house?
Still quite a walk, I'm afraid, but we'll get to him soon enough. Now then, take a look at this.
Nolan. May Mother Bodo caress your steps, and she...
Legend has it that this cairn has stood here for over 1,000 years.
How remarkable.
The Devil's Toe.
Ugh.
I beg your pardon?
That's what it's called. The Devil's Toe.
Oh, I see.
How did you not
Come
figure that out?
Onward.
Can I... Oh.
We walked and walked across that vast, featureless landscape.
Oh.
All the while, Father Roach was whistling away merrily.
You gotta be an optimist as a Christian.
Just as I had begun to wonder if we were hopelessly lost, a building emerged from the mist. Mr. Shoulder's cottage.
Ooh.
Here we are, Miss Bateman.
Weird one.
Unless my memory fails me completely, this is Mr. Leonard Shoulder's house.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
Now, no need to thank me after your providential assistance today. However, I have something to ask you.
Yes?
The audio's a
Please
bit
don't
crackly.
tell Mrs. de Plancy about my little scene in the woods. She will only fret. The poor dear woman has enough on her mind as it is.
I shan't mention it.
Thank you. You'd better see if Mr. Shoulder is in.
I wonder if I have the option to to mention it to her. That'd be pretty funny.
Father Roach still looks rather pallid.
Yeah, are you alright? Let's just chat about Shakespeare.
What is your favourite of Shakespeare's works?
A very difficult question, Miss Bateman. But one I can answer, nonetheless. I am awfully fond of Cymbeline.
An unusual choice.
Okay.
All gold and silver rather turned to dirt. Wouldn't you agree?
A fine quote.
Cool. What choice? That's a patrician Shakespeare knowledge.
What else do you know about Mr. Shoulder?
A reclusive man. I must say I know very little
Keep your
about
voice
him.
down.
Does he attend services at St. Edmund's?
Not regularly, if at all these days.
Perhaps he feels closer to God out here on the moors. What do you make of Mr. Shoulder's residence?
A sturdy construction, I'm in no doubt. The winds blow a gale out here, not to mention the pelting rain.
At least he must have plenty of eggs to eat.
Awful creatures, those hens.
It's a bit.
Do you know
Who's
that
that?
young girl we saw?
No, but I've seen her sneaking around the churchyard. The poor thing is feral. She takes off at the slightest stirring. We will bring the Lord to her. Good time.
Perhaps she has her own beliefs. You said there were
I'm
others
sure
like
she
her.
does.
Primitive folk, yes.
This is so
Avoid the moors and
pathologic.
hours of
It's so
darkness and
pathologic.
don't wander too far. I wouldn't entrust a young woman.
I mean,
with
it's
their
not,
company.
but like little bits of the story.
Do you know anything else about the Devil's Toe?
Not really. I do recall it toppling over when I was a child. A few lads from Bewley rebuilt it to the best of their memories.
The devil mustn't have been happy.
Come now, my child. Do not joke about such matters.
Why don't you like hens,
Yeah.
Father?
I know I must love all of God's creatures, but they make such an unholy ruckus, and their
Yeah,
talons
probably.
claw at my boots.
But they mean no
Really?
harm. And they provide eggs.
I cannot abide hen's eggs. They smell of sulphur when rotten.
True. Don't let eat 'em quick then.
What more can you tell me of these primitive folk?
Godless people, Miss Bateman. Don't concern yourself with them. They live out there on the very edges of this land. If you don't wander too far, you shouldn't cross their path.
You mentioned that Mrs. Duplancy is worried about something at the moment.
It is not my place to say. Mrs. Duplancy will tell you in good time, if she deems it fit to do so.
These primitive folk. Can't wait to get to know them. To be honest,
Is there a Mrs.
should be
Shoulder?
interesting.
No, I believe Mr. Shoulder has led a life of celibacy.
Thank you for your time.
Right.
Lord be with you.
Fair.
Sweet little hen, plump and well groomed. Here, chuk chuk chuk.
Don't encourage them.
Hey up, Chuck.
Mr. Shoulder has stacked blocks of wood neatly beneath this small lean-to.
Very neat and tidy.
Anyway, enough fucking pussyfooting.
Mr. Shoulder? Is Thomasina Bateman here? I'm here in Bewley as discussed.
Maybe try
Yeah.
again. His hearing probably isn't the best at his age.
Fucking.
Mr. Shoulder, are you home?
You alright, Father?
It appears Mr. Shoulder is not at home. Curses.
Curses.
Perhaps you could try the handle.
Drat.
It's locked.
Damn it. Oh, we'll take his trousers though.
The trousers feel damp. Freshly hung or still wet from last night's rain. A pair of thick woolen trousers. That glove
Hello,
looks
hello.
familiar. I wonder if it matches the glove I found behind the plough and furrow.
Should I,
The gloves are a pair. Does this mean Mr. Shoulder was in the alley last night? Why didn't he come inside to see me?
He did go. There was that guy who went into the moors, which might have been him, but he seemed like he went a different way. But so, my working theory, because I love doing this, is that Shoulder turned till it into a cat. that's what I'm thinking. Just why not?
A woolen undergarment.
Probably
Slightly
not.
damp.
I have a similar one myself. So very warm.
Got all those undergarments.
This must provide a charming view across the moor.
I mean,
I've no desire to lug a block of wood about the countryside. Mr. Shoulder has stacked
Very neat.
very neat and tidy.
a fearsome-looking beast. He looks much too unruly to be picked up.
Alright. Well, I guess I got what I needed to know that he was the fella in the alley, or he was in the alley.
Father
at
Roach
least.
still looks rather pallid. I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Alright. Well, I mean, unless you want me to fucking...
I don't wish to beat my way in.
I was kind of hoping you would. Hobo
I've
cop.
only just got here.
Alright. Well, I don't know. Oh. Carved stone.
A carved stone has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon. Father, what do you make of this?
A peculiar adornment. I've not seen any like this in Bewley. Though it does remind me of a passage by the bard himself.
Oh?
It is the very era of the moon. She comes nearer earth than she was wont, and makes men mad.
Oh, that's a good one.
Romeo and Juliet?
A fine tragedy.
No.
But that particular passage is from the...
Oh, I was going to say Othello.
I'm afraid your knowledge of the bard is somewhat lacking.
So I
It's
shouldn't
been a
overthink
while
things.
since I've read his work, Father.
Never mind.
Damn, really fucking shaming myself here.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now. Father Roach still looks rather pallid.
Can I take this?
A carved stone has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon. It's bolted onto the door itself. I can't remove it.
Drought.
That is not coming off.
Did I...
Mr. Shoulder must have dropped the matching glove last night. What was he doing in the alley? Rather rude of him not to come inside and see me.
Indeed. Did I even look through this window? No.
No sign of life?
How are the gloves together? I
None.
did put the glove on the glove.
The window is nice and clean. The dwelling is by no means abandoned.
But he's just not in.
Perhaps he's gone for a stroll.
That's what I mean.
Possibly.
I'd suggest you call back later, my child. I myself must make my way back home. I have some matters to attend to at the church. Shall I accompany you back to Bewley?
Doesn't seem like there's much more to do. I tried to take the glove, but... Oh, you go ahead. So I'm going to stroll back on my own. I would like to go back on my own. Maybe I'll bump into that kid.
No, you go ahead, Father. Thank you.
As you wish. Farewell, Miss Bateman.
Assume,
I hope
yeah.
Mr. Shoulder finds his way to you.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
My pleasure. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Romeo and Juliet? Oh, I'm just going to keep saying that. Fuck it.
Romeo and Juliet?
Correct?
Hey!
And I shall say good night, till it be morrow. Lord be with you.
Well, Mr. Shoulder, you've brought me to Bewley, and now you're nowhere to be found.
If he checked out a King Lear quote, I'd fucking get it. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna find anything. I just kind of thought it'd be more interesting to not be with the vicar on the way back. Although I don't really know. Surely she doesn't know where she's going. Maybe there's just a path. Yeah, like, what am I going to be doing, you know?
Mr. Shoulder was rather rude of him.
Yeah, let's get out of here. I'll give it one more knock.
I've come a long way to meet you, Mr. Shoulder. Please open the door. Mr. Shoulder continues to prove himself elusive.
Is that the end of it? Or can I do it? Can I knock again? Yeah.
Mr. Shoulder.
Yeah. Alright. I'm out of here.
As I trudged back to Bewley across those cold moors, I made a new resolution. I would find Hobbs Barrow myself, with or without Mr. Shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, this seems to be the only option at the moment. Oh.
The train! That must be Kenneth.
Kenneth!
I should go and meet him at the station.
Game saved. Oh. What's that? Kestrel. Very nice. Don't think Kenneth's coming. That's it. Maybe. Kenneth! It'd be like, oh, Kenneth's not here. He got delayed. Where the fuck? Oh, the train station was like this away. Have I got anything actually?
I don't wish to give that away.
Okay, yeah. I just thought I'd show it to people. I suppose no point. I know whose it is. Oh. Hello.
Good day, little one. What's your name?
Wally took Myrtle.
Pardon?
He took her and ran off. I hate him.
Is Myrtle one of your dolls?
Yes, my favourite. Mummy made her for me. She's so beautiful. Wally is the worst brother in the whole world.
Wally!
I'm sorry to hear that. What is your name, little one?
Jane.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Jane. My name is Thomasina.
The Beck. Is that what this river is?
This is a lovely little beck.
Oh, it's just a beck.
It's where we get our water, miss. It's good for drinking and cleaning.
Beck? Barrow?
Your dolls look lovely, Jane.
Thank you, miss. I love them very much. Today was their birthday.
Why did your brother take Myrtle away?
He's just jealous because Daddy is letting me come with him to the market tomorrow. Wally thinks I'm Daddy's favourite, so he took Myrtle from me. What if he rips her to tatters? What if he...
Don't worry, Jane. I'm sure he wouldn't do such a thing. Where did your brother go?
I don't know. Home, maybe. But I have to wait here for Myrtle's friends to dry out.
Aww.
Do you know an old man called Leonard Shoulder?
No, miss.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
I
Oh.
have, yes.
Oh.
You have?
We aren't supposed to talk about it.
Hey.
Why not?
Come on.
Would you like to go there?
Yes, I
Come
would
on.
very much like to.
I'll tell you where it is if you find Myrtle for me.
You will?
Yes!
Okay.
But don't tell anyone about it or I'll be told off.
I promise.
Please find Myrtle first. I miss her.
I will. Where do you live?
Our home is on the other side of the village, miss. Maybe Wally went back there. Or maybe he's left her out on the moors. Poor Myrtle. I'm going to kick him so hard.
Oh, it gets down. It gets lonely.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
On the other side from you.
She has a puckish little face.
Hmm.
I do enjoy the charm of a babbling beck.
Oh, sure. What's the difference between a beck and a brook? Apart from they both babble.
Damp rag dolls have been laid out to dry in the dreary sun. Remarkable, a gargantuan fossilised ammonite. This would look fantastic on my mantelpiece.
Can I trowel it?
Hey! Stay away from that! I'm serious!
Fine.
Typical upper class English respect for local cultures. Ooh, I'll have that. Ooh, that's nice. Let's fucking have that. Take it home, put it in the museum. What's down here? Alright, what's this way? Church. I'm guessing, well, I was gonna meet, Kenneth. I think it's this way. Yeah. Fuck. Hang on.
Where is Kenneth?
Kenneth?
He was supposed to wait for me at the station.
Well, you you were right, surprisingly.
Well, that's
Oh,
one mystery
hello.
solved. It's Arthur Tillett. What's he doing in there? Mr. Tillett, where did you go last night?
Have we met?
Last night at the Plough and Furrow.
Oh, Miss Bateman.
Oh.
I was blind drunk
I mean,
last
yeah,
night
fair.
and woke up with a
For a second, I thought he was going to be like
You
completely
still smell like a brewery.
Sorry.
brain wiped.
You went to use the lavatory and never came back, Mr. Tillett. I searched everywhere for you.
I think I remember you bought me a drink. Then it's all a blur. I woke up on my bed this morning with my wife sour at me for waking her at some ungodly hour.
He was a cat. I don't know. Maybe not, but there's got to be some kind of magic heebie-jeebies in this game. So
About last night. What were you going to tell me about Leonard Shoulder?
yeah, come on.
Leonard Shoulder. You told me you knew him. And promised to tell me more if I bought you a drink. Which I did. So what were you going to tell me?
Oh, he's been brain wiped totally,
Oh, I don't really know the old bugger.
or
But you said you
intimidated or
did.
something.
Oh, aye. No, I know naught about him. No, naught about Leonard Shoulder.
I don't believe you.
You're hiding something, Mr. Tillett. I don't believe you.
I say a lot of things when I've got the drink in me. I probably just wanted you to buy me an ale.
A likely story.
Look, what would I gain from lying to you? I just wanted another drink.
Even if that's the case, it doesn't explain your disappearance.
Aye, I don't remember out.
Especially since he was there.
About last night. You really don't remember where you went last night?
As I say, it's all a blur. I remember needing a piss. Then nothing. Well, you must have missed me when I came out.
I did not. I even went to the gents' toilets to find you.
Oh, aye. A sight for sore eyes.
It was. I
It's
checked
pretty spooky,
everywhere,
also.
and you were nowhere to be found. The back door leading to the alleyway was blocked from the outside.
Oh, aye.
Yes. You must have exited through that door, Mr. Tillett.
But you just said it were blocked.
There must be an explanation.
My mind has drawn a blank.
Why was the door blocked? Did you block it?
I told you I don't remember.
Why was the door blocked?
I've nought to say, 'cause I remember nought.
I found Mr. Shoulder's house, but he wasn't home.
Don't worry. You'll find him.
Okay.
How's your headache faring?
It feels like a steam engine is driving full pelt in a circle around me skull.
Be sure to drink plenty of water, Mr. Tillett.
Aye, aye. I'll survive.
So, you work here?
Aye. Bewley Station Master at your service. Would you like to buy a ticket?
Not just yet, thank you. I understand that some of the locals are not too happy about this new station.
Aye. I'd go as far as saying the whole village.
How long has the station been open for?
About 3 months. We're on the Midland Railway line. This employment's been a saviour for me. If I weren't stood here, I'd be drinking my life away at the pub right now. It's worth the occasional withering look from Cyril and the rest of them.
What does a station master do?
A bit of this and a bit of that. I don't wish to bore you with such things.
As you wish.
My responsibilities here keep me on the straight and narrow, I'll tell you that much. A sense of duty can do wonders
sort of.
for a lost soul.
Indeed. This must be a rather lonesome post to occupy.
Trains pass through here more regularly than you might think, lass.
I'm looking for my assistant, Kenneth.
Oh, aye.
His train has arrived.
Not a single soul disembarked the last train, Miss Bateman.
Impossible. Was that not the midday train from London by way of Derby?
Aye, it were. Mr. Price were here, unloaded a few crates.
But no Kenneth.
Not a soul. Hold on. One of them crates had your name on it, Miss
Well,
Bateman.
yeah.
A great big one it were, with...
A red ribbon.
Aye.
What is Kenneth playing at, sending my equipment but not himself? Curses.
Most suspicious.
Where is my crate now?
Mr. Price took away all the crates on his cart.
Who?
Mr. Price, he's the postmaster.
Where can I find Mr. Price?
He lives above the storeroom, just north of the plough and furrow. You'll see it. There's a Royal Mail plaque on the wall.
Thank you.
This is kind of like that, what was that fucking game I played? Where you turn into a cat and a dog. The Good Life. It's a little bit like The Good Life. Of like, City Slicker comes to Yorkshire, essentially.
Where can I find Mr. Price?
He lives above the storeroom, just north of the plough and furrow. You'll see it. There's a Royal Mail.
Thank you.
I know what it is.
I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow.
Hobbs Barrow.
It's why Leonard Shoulder invited me to Bewley. He thought I might like to excavate it.
Oh, aye. I heard about a Hobbs Barrow somewhere out there. There's some old stories around it.
What stories?
I can't remember.
Mr. Tillett, please. This is important.
I'm awfully sorry, Miss Bateman. I'll try to
Fucking
remember.
useless.
If he invited you here, then I'm sure Mr. Shoulder will tell you all about it.
That's if I ever get to meet him.
Would be
I'm
nice.
sure you will.
Farewell for now.
Ta-ra!
Ta-da! No, I never finished it. This is... It's just a little too jank. Like it. I don't know. Maybe I should finish it on my own time. It wasn't very fun to stream. That was the main thing. Maybe I'd finish it solo, but I was sick of streaming it a little bit. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and it was all kind of had to read stuff out. You know.
The tracks look quite untarnished. I don't think many trains come through here.
Oh.
Bewley, home of the elusive Hobbs Barrow.
I always, you know, I just assumed that Hobbs Barrow would be like the name of like a town or something, but then I guess you can't really excavate a town. Oh, cat. The cat. Is that the same cat? Oh, I know.
Cyril is no doubt keeping watch on any potential new arrivals from the railway station.
Well, there aren't any.
Good day to you, Cyril.
I'll do, lass.
Oh, if Kenneth did arrive, but they dispatched with him or something. These locals. There's got to be something like that. Because, you know.
What are you up to, Cyril?
Keeping an eye on that bleeding railway station. That's what. Thankfully, no one got off the last train.
Really hate that station, don't you?
Oh, I curse Midland Railway for bringing their damn line through Bewley. This is our town, our land. 'Tis no place for outsiders.
So you keep saying.
Anyway, no more trains today. Almost time to celebrate with an ale, I think.
I could do with one myself.
You paying?
No.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's grey? What's grey? Stream's not grey, is it? That's what I'm worried about. More than anything.
I found Mr. Shoulder's house today, but he wasn't home.
Why the bleeding hell should I care, lass?
Fair.
I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow. Do you know where it is?
Mind your own business, lass.
Yeah.
You really are quite helpful, aren't you?
Bah.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, lass.
I don't wish to give that.
Just thought I'd check. Yeah, was the other cat grey? It was kind of like a sort of. I mean, yeah. It was just dark in the toilet. Oh, he's got a fossil.
Fantastic specimen. Alas, it is not mine to take.
Indeed. Can I ask him about that fossil?
Good day.
Yes?
I noticed your spectacular fossil specimen.
Oh, I collect them. This one is called an...
Ammonite.
I'm impressed, lass.
From the Jurassic period, I'd venture.
Do you collect them too, then?
My true interests lie in comparatively modern history.
Oh, I. Well, I do love a fossil.
Do love a fossil.
It's important to remember that we all end up in the soil eventually.
Exactly.
Quite. Are you sure you don't know where Hobbs Barrow is?
Sorry, lass.
Thanks for your time.
Liar.
Speak to you later.
I bet they all fucking know. You can't trust a small town, insular town of in the United Kingdom. It's like fucking Wicker Man. Let's see if my stuff's in the alley. So you got anything to say?
Hello?
Hello?
I really must find Hobbs Barrow.
What did I tell you last time? Not to be found digging around in those things.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Likely story. No, it's not here.
I'd rather not go into those horrible toilets again.
Where's my stuff? Down here. That's what. Yeah. I'm pretty certain it's gonna get very horror-y. Probably at like the drop of a hat.
I don't think anyone is home.
Oh. So I want to talk to the postman. Storeroom. Oh, that wasn't the post. That was
a small plaque.
The vicarage. Yeah. I'm not quite sure what
That must
what
be the
vicarage
postmaster's
is.
storeroom.
Oh, where the vicar lives, because yeah, I assume so. Who's this?
He looks a little chirpier than your average Bewley resident. Hello.
Good day. I haven't seen you in Bewley before.
I'm just visiting.
Lovely. It's nice to see a new face. We don't get many visitors. My name's Henry. Henry Long.
Nice to meet you, Henry. Thomasina Bateman.
Wonderful. What a treat.
What a treat.
You seem in a good mood, Mr. Long.
It's just lovely to see a new face.
Is he high?
Where are you from, Miss Bateman?
Do they have MDMA in the 19th century? Should I just not? I feel like I can't really trust anyone. They're not trusting me either. Tell him. He does. I mean, yeah, he seems harmless. Yeah. He does seem harmless.
Originally a small town on the outskirts of Derby, Mr. Long, though I currently reside in London.
London? I've never met anyone from London. How very exciting!
And it was only about where
Have
I'm
you lived
from,
there a long
which is
time?
like
It's been quite a few years now.
not really
yes.
that big a deal.
I've heard that the air there is so heavy with smoke, it makes it hard to breathe. Is that true?
Some days.
Oh, you must miss the fresh northern air. Well, you've got that in Bewley. No factories out here. Such things are a blight on his creation.
He's a Jesus
I was
nutter.
born in this very home I stand in front of. Bewley is in my blood.
He's a little weird.
Why would
though,
I ever
like,
want to
come on.
leave? Especially now I can meet new folk thanks to the railway line.
Like he's a little too happy. Yeah, exactly. He's gonna, yeah. Let's sum it up with him. I'm not gonna tell him anything really important. Not there is much, probably.
I'm looking for Mr. Price, the postmaster.
Oh, Mr. Price, my lovely neighbour. I'm afraid you've just missed him.
Curses.
I saw him wheeling a large crate into his storeroom.
But he's
just
like the
then.
opposite. He's like
must be
so
mine.
happy.
I really need
that it's
it.
Like,
Have a
oh,
look through the window to see if it's yours.
Mr. Price, my lovely neighbour. Love that guy. It's like fucking, you know. I am more suspicious of someone that happy compared to people saying bugger off.
Where did Mr. Price go?
I don't know. The man were in a hurry. I know he has family in Bakewell.
That's miles away. Did he leave by foot?
No, by horse. He must be a few miles down the road by now.
Curses.
I bet he's dead. I bet he killed him.
When will Mr. Price be back?
He didn't say. Could be tonight, could be a few days.
How infuriating.
I told him I'd keep watch of his storeroom, and I'm a man of my word, Miss Bateman. I shall not budge from this spot.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
Aye. Funny
I'm
old
getting so
fellow.
into this.
I hear he lives way out on the moors somewhere.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not for a long while now that you mention it. Why do you ask?
It's a long story, but I was to meet him in Bewley. He invited me here.
Well, I must thank him when I see him for inviting such an enchanting young woman.
You flatter me, Mr. Long.
Probably.
I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow.
One of those old burial hills.
Yes. Do you know where it is?
Believe it or not, I haven't set foot on the moor since I were a child.
Why is that?
I've got all I need right here in Bewley. And we're all truly blessed
Yeah.
with the railway station, which brings us lovely new faces.
He loves the railway. He loves everything. Love it, love it, love it, love it. You know. You can't love everything. It's impossible.
Your opinion of the railway station differs widely from your fellow townsfolk, Mr. Long. I've not met anyone particularly keen on it.
That railway line is the start of a new era for Bewley. Mark my words. There's much to protect here, but we need new blood. I hope that some of you visitors will actually stay here permanently.
Why is that?
So I have new friends to talk to. Some people here don't want any new friends. Cyril Farnaby, the miserable old sod, is the worst offender.
I've had the pleasure of meeting Cyril. He really dislikes the railway station.
Absolutely miserable he is. I've tried to convince him many times that the station will help Bewley. He just doesn't understand.
I met him last night in the Plough and Furrow.
Aye, the scene of our many debates. Blimey. I could go for an ale right now, actually.
He drinks at least.
Can I buy you a drink?
Really?
No. Wait. Do you think Mr. Kemp will let me open a tab?
Perhaps. You could always ask him. I shouldn't leave anyway. Mr. Price is relying on me to keep watch of his storeroom.
Goodbye.
Don't be a stranger.
So, the window.
There's my crate. Kenneth always ties a red ribbon to it. I can see an envelope tucked behind the ribbon. Perhaps it can help explain Kenneth's absence. I'm going to have to get in there.
So when Matey says he's watching the storeroom, I guess he can't get in the storeroom?
There's nothing else I wish to discuss at the moment.
The postmaster isn't home.
But my crate is in there.
You'll have to wait for Mr. Price to get back.
The man is This house looks pleasant. He looks a little...
No, it does. Right, so couldn't get my tools. Tab, yeah. So any kind of like, probably should be checking this every now and then. But I don't like that, kind of. There's something going on there. I know I'm kind of like suspicious of everyone, but yeah, exactly. He doesn't fit in, and he's like, "Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great as well." And that kind of personality is just you know, seems a little disingenuous. Talk to this guy.
Good day, sir.
No. Just leave me be. Tab?
I'm sorry to ask this, Mr. Kemp, but could I please open a tab?
Still not in your purse?
I'm afraid not. My assistant hasn't arrived as planned, so I find myself in a bind. He must have put the money in my crate, which is currently being held in Mr. Price's storeroom.
Well, as you know, I run an honest establishment here, and I do trust you. So yes, I'll open an account for you.
That's
to be
nice.
settled at the end of your stay.
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
Now then, I'll be needing something of value as a deposit.
I thought you said you trusted me.
Aye, it's not personal, lass. One can never be too cautious.
Oh. Well, but that's not... Whatever. Might as well have a little chat while I'm
I
here
found
as
Mr.
well.
Shoulder's home, thanks to the help of Father Roach.
Wonderful. So you've met our vicar then?
Yes, I did. An interesting character.
Indeed. So, did old Leonard apologise for his absence?
Not quite. He wasn't home.
What is that man playing at?
You tell me. I've decided to find Hobbs Barrow without Mr. Shoulder's aid.
Are you sure that's a wise idea, lass?
What other choice do I have? I have a feeling he is avoiding me. Do you know where I can find the Barrow?
No, sorry. I say that on my mother's grave, Miss Bateman.
My assistant has not arrived as planned.
Oh, is everything all right?
I'm not entirely sure.
Almost
Am I
certainly
to
not.
keep a room for him, just in case?
If you could hold it for one more night, Mr. Kemp.
As you wish.
How can I open a tab again?
Leave me. I'll give it back to you when it will be time to pay the piper.
Goodbye.
See you.
Something of value.
A fine white glove. I
It's
found it in the alleyway.
It's a fine white glove.
I probably shouldn't part with.
Okay, yeah. It is kind of like evidence. I haven't really got anything of value.
I've stored my case in there. A box.
A box within a box.
I don't wish to carry. Jammed shut. The wood.
No.
I've too much to do today to waste time sleeping.
I don't. Well, okay. I don't have anything of value then. But I could. But I could steal something and give it to you as collateral.
I must say, last.
Yeah, not steal. Just find. Anyway, I think that kid's house, the little fucking little urchin who stole the doll. Nah, I can't open this. Doesn't allow it.
This young fellow looks miserable.
I think the case just had a dress. Maybe. Or it was just
Hello
she
there.
just brought
My
her
name's
clothes in it.
Thomasina.
Yeah?
What's yours?
Wally?
Wally? Fucking hell. Yeah.
Jane tells me you've taken Myrtle away.
And what if I did?
That's a bit mean, don't you think?
She kicked me! Look at this bruise on my leg!
That does look quite bad. Why did she kick you?
Because she's a little goblin. You don't know what she can be like. Besides, Myrtle is gone now. I've given her to the fair folk. That'll teach
Oh shit. The blondies.
Who are the fair folk?
The little people of the moors. I gave Myrtle to them.
Little people? You don't mean fairies, do you?
We call them fair folk round here.
Wally, there is no such thing as fairies.
It's two, and I gave him a doll.
Where can I find these fair folk?
Follow the tinkle of their tiny bells. I hear them when the wind dies. They dance around their little house.
But where is this little house?
Just listen for the bells, you'll find it. Don't think about bringing that doll back. That'll just bring bad luck for all of us.
Oh really?
Do you know a man called
I need that doll.
Leonard Shoulder?
Fair people is a great name. Fair folk. I fucking It sounds like that's that could be something based on actual like folklore, English folklore.
Have you heard of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
No.
Goodbye.
Oh. There you go. A fair folk. Fur.
Nobody home.
Thought I'd give it a shot. Fair folk. Where am I going to find them? That's what they sound like. They don't really. It's because they're voiced by adults. is the reason. Ragdoll. Find a way into the storeroom. Like. Who would know?
Hello?
This is my favourite kid's voice.
Are you sure you know nothing of Hobbs Barrow?
Not like a wheelbarrow.
Never mind. Goodbye.
Goodbye, miss.
Good day.
Hello, miss.
Are you sure you
Just-
know
just-
nothing
just
of Hobbs Barrow?
beg
I
people.
really must find it.
I'm sure.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
You sure? But really though. Oh, fuck's sake. Sorry, my cursor keeps going just off the screen when I move it too fast, and then I click on my other screen. Is there anything knock on this door? Lady from the beginning. Yeah, I don't think I haven't seen her because this isn't her. No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet.
Hello. Good day.
Should I mention it to her?
Are you sure?
Hobbs, what?
Never mind. Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Maybe I will. I do kind of want to know about it, but he was like, "Don't mention." He literally told me, "Don't tell her." So. And like, you know, something's going on with him. Oh.
I shall see you later this evening, gents.
Oh,
Well,
hello.
I say. Greetings, my dear.
Hello, sir.
A pause on your beauty, for I shall see you again soon.
Wait.
Who the fuck's this?
Some nerve.
A fellow
Lady,
fucking
you're blushing.
Tory.
Most certainly am not.
Sorry, lass. No way through here today.
Says who?
Says who?
Lord Pan.
That's the Bachelor.
Now
Yeah, exactly.
Get back before you find yourself under a falling tree.
My name is Thomasina Bateman.
Oh, aye? You're not from round here, Thomasina Bateman.
No, just visiting. What is your name, sir?
Horace.
Are you in charge here?
I am indeed.
Tell me, who was that arrogant man here just now?
Just someone passing by.
Prickly
Sounded
prick.
like you knew him better than that.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that's none of your business.
What are you doing here?
What does it look like I'm doing? We're chopping down trees.
There is no need to be sarcastic.
We're employed by Lord Panswick. He's ordered us to gather logs from his woods. That's what we're doing.
Lord Panswick.
These are his woods.
Aye, his lordship owns most of the land round Beoley.
Who is Lord Panswick?
Our governor.
He's the governor of the whole town.
All right, Owen, back to work now.
He lives in Bewley.
Aye, not far away. But his lordship doesn't like questions. Or visitors. Now please leave
I
us
bet
to
he
our
doesn't.
work.
Do you know a man named Leonard Shoulder?
No, I don't. Can you let me get back to my work now?
Why are you gathering logs for Lord Panswick?
By heck, you ask a lot of questions. If you must know, his lordship is repairing an old ruin on his land. We need the timber for the restoration work.
How intriguing. What type of ruin is Lord Panswick restoring?
An old chapel.
I should rather like to see it.
Not possible. His lordship does not welcome visitors to his estate.
Do you know where I can find a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Chapel.
Never heard of it.
Thanks for your time.
We'll be done by tomorrow morning. Come back then if you want to
see.
explore the
Okay.
woods.
Alright.
The men look like they've spent many a long day exposed to the harsh moorland weather.
What's this Aryan fella got to say?
I'll let him get on with his work.
Yeah. He's fine.
I'll let him get on.
Yeah. Alright. Right, who's that fucking... Let's see what the Bachelor's got to say. The Bachelor. Oh, I wonder if Cyril noticed him, because he's clearly an out-of-towner, so...
Good day to you, Cyril.
How do, lass?
What do you make of Henry Long?
An idiot who thinks that station's a good idea. Can you imagine? Strangers pouring into Bewley. Turns the stomach, that does.
Maybe he has a point. You could travel.
Bah! You're an outsider. I'd expect you to have such a bad opinion. But Henry, he's a Bewley lad. We've had the odd Barney or two in the pub over it all.
I can imagine. Can I buy you a drink, Cyril?
Now?
Oh, wait. I don't have any money.
Well, I'm not buying you
so
a
I
drink.
can, so if I get this
Please?
tab, I can buy...
You must think I'm daft.
buy people a drink. Maybe.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, lass.
Alright, where's fucking... I bet he's at the inn. No? Checked in?
What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
Or just tell me
Most
this.
charming man, Miss Bateman. He looks after us here, a good fellow.
Where does he live?
Panswick Manor, on the moors. No visitors allowed. His lordship likes his privacy.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Well... You know how I feel about fucking respecting people's privacy. To do map. Oh yeah, I can fast travel. I think actually. Pop out to Devil's Toe.
What a peculiar name, the Devil's Toe. I can't quite see the resemblance myself. The Devil's Toe.
Yeah. Wonder if I can got anything dig around
I don't
it.
wish to dig it up.
All right. Yeah. I guess mate, he's not gonna be here. Nah, he's not. Nah.
Mr. Shoulder can.
Yeah. Well. Back we go. Go this way, maybe?
I have nothing else.
No.
Good day.
No,
Hello.
didn't mean to... Oh, hello.
What do you know about Lord Panswick?
Not a lot. I know he's in charge around here.
Does he come to the village often?
Not really. He has a manor out on the moors.
Have you ever been there?
Heavens, no. Villagers aren't allowed there.
Why not?
Dunno. It's just the way it is.
Goodbye.
Bye, miss.
Hello?
Revolution.
Yes?
What do you know about Lord Panswick?
He gave me some sweets once.
Oh.
My friend says that Lord Panswick has special trees at his manor that grow sweets on their branches. You think that's true, miss?
I think that's very unlikely.
Me too.
Goodbye.
Goodbye,
Hey,
miss.
you're not as stupid as you look. I'm just addicted to
I don't think
knocking on the
anyone is
doors.
home.
What about you?
Hello?
Good.
What do you know about Lord Pan...
Wretched man. They say he is restoring a chapel near his manor. But for whom and to what god, I ask?
Is he a man of faith?
This is pretty
I've
strange.
barely seen him set foot in St. Edmunds. It doesn't stop him from acting as our God-given ruler. Stay away from him, pet. Don't get yourself tangled up in local affairs.
I certainly don't intend to.
I don't know about that. Oh, I can ask her again.
Why did you call Lord Panswick wretched?
He hides in that manner of his and cares not for his people. I've heard stories whispered in the pews, you know.
What kind of stories?
That he shoots people on sight. Anyone that strays onto Panswick Manor.
Good grief.
Yet
well, that's good
he
to
will
know.
walk into the plough and furrow and bar ale for all and be hailed as our protector. I answer to God and God alone. Forgive me, pet. I shouldn't get so worked up.
Not at all. I appreciate your honesty, Mrs. de Plancy. Father Roach asked me not to discuss
so
that
it is
with
actually
Mrs.
a
de
choice.
Plancy.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna do it. Because I do want to know, obviously, but like, I might be being stupid, but but it's clearly a choice that matters. So they're making me think about it, and I'm just going off my own personal creed, my moral creed. No, I'm not gonna.
Thank you for your time.
I'll leave it.
Lord be with you.
I have nothing else to...
Okay, and that was my chance. I haven't been to church, yeah.
Goodness me, look at these box pews. I've never seen any as tall as that before. Most unusual architecture, even for the Normans.
This is a bit weird.
The pews are contained within compartments that can be locked. I've seen a similar design in other Norman churches.
Crack out
around
a cheeky
England,
wank
but
while
this
you
is
fucking...
a particularly impressive example.
While you're in service and getting a bit bored.
Is that a necklace?
Oh, sell that. Fucking...
Someone's
tab.
left a necklace hanging here.
Tab.
A silver cross. Sterling by the look of it.
Yes.
Maybe I can reunite it with its owner.
Yeah.
The flowers have long since dried out. I don't want them.
It's only collateral anyway, so like, you know.
A memorial list of former vicars. They stretch back several hundred years.
Ooh.
This must be where the local vicar sacrifices the newborns. I've no time for such things.
I mean, you joke, but...
Locked.
Locked pews.
Locked as well. I think they all might be.
What's this about? Not much else. Ceiling, window.
Stained glass depictions of various biblical scenes.
Yeah,
it's not my specialist area.
Could have predicted that.
Extraordinary craftsmanship. I can admire the craftsmanship from afar.
Very nice. Lovely little thing. In here? No.
It's locked.
Engage brain. Ah. The tab. Gonna buy so many drinks. Assuming she'll do it. Yeah.
Will you accept this silver cross pendant as a deposit?
You gotta.
Can I take a closer look at it?
It's gonna be. He's not gonna recognise it, is he?
Aye, silver.
Okay, cool.
That'll do.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp.
That'd be
Can
funny.
I get you something to drink?
Yeah.
A tankard of your finest ale, Mr. Kemp.
Can I get drunk?
There we are. That's 2 pence on your account.
Thank you. Most agreeable.
Autosave. Just the one.
There's nothing else I wish.
Do you have anything to say for any reason? Say about our Lord?
What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
Naught to say, except don't be sniffing around his lordship's manor. You'll end up with a round of shot in you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Just mind your own business around here.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra. Oh. Get some drinks. Gotta get a drink with weird smiley guy. I don't know if that's a choice. Gotta do one or the other. Let's do some more saves. Well, it really makes a difference. I'm just letting the auto saves roll anyway. Did I go up there? Oh, fucking did it again.
The moors stretch into the distance.
Yeah, fair. Oh, hello.
I'm not sure if these are poisonous or edible. It looks like something has been buried in the middle.
Yes.
I better not touch. It looks like something has been buried.
Yes. Trout. Oh. Yo.
Thomasina, please stop leaving your toys lying about the place. What happened the last time you left your dolly under the tree?
A fox ate it, madame.
Yes, it did. Fetch it now, won't you? Then I'll fix your supper.
Yes, madame. Miss Bowles looks cross. What's for supper, madame?
It'll be nothing but a glass of water and a worm if you don't fetch your dolly right this instant.
Hello,
Crikey.
fairies.
Yeah, it's a fair. Exactly. It's a circle of mushrooms.
It's the gateway to the fairy kingdom.
Boobs.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, that's adorable.
There she is. There you are, Josephine. I won't let the foxes eat you.
Who's that you have there, little bird?
Josephine. She introduced me to the fairies.
Oh, fairies, you say?
Yes, Daddy.
Do you believe in fairies?
Of course. Do you see those mushrooms over there?
Yes.
That's the gateway to their kingdom. That's where Josephine and I go to talk to the fairies.
Now, listen to me, Thomasina.
Yes?
You're old enough now to hear this. There's no such thing as fairies or talking dolls, my little bird.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, my dear child. I do not wish to upset you. I just want to make sure that
I
you
see.
understand the difference between fantasy and reality. Josephine is
So it's
just
drilled
a doll,
into her.
and fairies do not exist.
But, Daddy...
Science is the great antidote to the poison of enthusiasm and superstition.
Fucking
Please
hell.
always remember that. If you hear
Enthusiasm.
anything about fairies or the like again, know that it's hogwash. What is it?
What prick?
Hogwash. Did Wally bury the doll, I wonder?
Is that what you meant by giving it to the fair folk? Yeah.
This must be Jane's ragdoll.
Ooh, I can look around.
Look at it writhing away.
I know, right? He's like, he was just like, that. Oh, that's where the fairies live. She's so young as well. It's like, oh, that's where the fairies live. And he's like, right, none of that. We'll have none of that.
You're coming with me, little fellow.
Yes.
I shall name you Kenneth. Look at it writhing away.
Can I take another?
I've already taken one.
Yeah.
There is something somewhat unsettling about its appearance.
It's been pierced as well, clearly, but you know.
Perhaps these wriggling worms are the fair folk young Wally was so fearful of.
Wiggly worms.
How strange. There is a hairpin
Yeah, no.
pierced through the arm. This may come in handy. I'll keep it. At least I shall not return from Bewley empty-handed. A sharp hairpin. Could be useful.
Sharp.
It's little Kenneth.
That's cute. Okay. So I was still gonna have a drink with Matey if he'd let me though. Fuck. Wasn't it just for cutting the vicar because he wanted to do some bloodletting, and then we just used his glasses or something.
Hello.
Good day.
Can I buy you a drink, Henry?
Really?
Really. We can talk more at the inn.
But I told Mr. Price.
Doors have locks for this very reason.
You're right. One drink won't take long.
Maybe I should have spent
take you up on your offer, Miss Bateman.
Let us make our way.
Oh, I was meant to have saved before I made that choice.
The rocket weren't Stevenson's only design, you know. Before that, there were the Blucher and the Locomotion. But my favourite would have to be the Lancashire Witch. I believe he built that in 1828. In Newcastle, of course. Well, that's me. I better be off.
Wait!
Ta-ra, Miss Bateman.
I couldn't even get a word in.
He likes a good chinwag, our Henry.
He certainly does.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Incredibly useful pumping of information there. I hope. Yeah. Can I do it with Cyril as well? I'm just worried that it's going to make time pass or something. Yeah. Yeah. Since like the railways haven't got to here, I'm guessing it's probably like don't know. But yeah, it's 19th century fellow.
Good day to you, Cyril.
How do, lass?
Well, nah. Yeah, I mean, there's no war in. Was there even? Yeah. It's definitely before World War I.
Can I buy you a drink, Cyril?
Now?
Yes.
Go on then, lass.
Follow me.
It's definitely Victorian. Like they haven't even got a train in this fucking. Well, they do have a train, but it's like recent.
So then,
and everyone's like,
ugh,
train.
And says,
like, just feels like.
Why is a dog like a tree?
Like I know it's the north.
And
but...
I says, I don't know. And he says, because they both lose their bark once they're dead.
Very
good
droll,
one.
Cyril. Well, it's been a pleasure, but I must be off.
Aye, lass. Ta for the drink. You're not too bad for an outsider.
Okay, so we didn't really learn anything, but I ingratiated myself to him.
Thanks again for the ale, lass. Now leave me be.
Henry Long can talk, can't he?
He's a colourful character. The man drinks like a fish.
He certainly does.
I've seen him drink this place dry and still be up to tend his garden at
Now that's
sunrise.
weird.
The man can truly hold his ale.
That's weird.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Strange. Just it's too weird. The doll. Where the fuck even was she? She was like all the way over here. And then like down here. And no, this just goes back to, yeah. Oh, fucking. Like, yeah.
I present to you Myrtle.
Myrtle. She doesn't sound very northern.
I missed you so much.
Now, I believe we had a deal.
Hide and seek.
Come back.
This child is
In
reneging
moments
on our
like
deal.
these, I thank myself for not having children.
Right. Well, she's gonna show us the way though. This feels like.
Hey.
So, maybe not, but maybe she's gonna fuck with us. Oh.
Jane? Jane must be hiding in there, the little scamp.
Come out there.
Jane, get out of there. Don't make me come in. Fine.
You going in?
Curses. The hole is too small for me to fit through.
Curses. Trowel?
I was always happiest
So
with
useful.
a trowel in my hand. Uncovering hidden worlds within the earth itself, clod by clod. That should do it.
The whole thing just collapses on her. In we go.
Jane! Jane? Jane? Jane, come out this instant.
Oh, you know.
I can't see
this is
a damned thing in here. I need a light source.
your match. My one match.
Curses.
Great.
The useless thing blew out.
Just keep going forward.
Jane? Jane?
I don't think that's
Jane?
gonna work.
It's pitch black down there.
It's just your average. It's just your average weird hole in the ground. It's fine. I need a lot. Okay, right. I was getting excited there. Oh, she's still giggling at me. Light source. God, I hope I can get through this game without a walkthrough. That'd be so sad. Got a candle in my room.
I can't think of anything else.
Yeah. And it seems to me that you lived your life like a candle in the wind. Never knowing who to play to when the rain set in. Oh, the candle
The
burnt out.
candle
Of course
has
it did.
melted.
Of course
It's
it
not
did.
much use anymore. Perhaps Mr. Kemp will replace it
The
this evening.
bathroom, yeah, but I get the feeling that they weren't like interactable candles. I think it was just to make it look spooky.
I must say,
Yeah.
last night has rather put me off using
And
these
she doesn't
toilets.
want. And she doesn't want to go in there.
There's nothing else I would.
Who's gonna have a? Who's gonna have a light?
Thanks again for that. Now leave.
Maybe. Oh, can I not use the map inside? Gotta be outside. Okay. He might, you know, lights. Fucking.
What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
Oh, you've heard of his lordship then?
Yes.
I could talk
Do
to
you
him
know
about
him?
this anyway.
Aye, he comes into the village from time to time, gives sweets to the children, hires young men to work his land. He's well liked around here.
I sense some hesitation, Mr. Tillett.
Well, we kind of have an unspoken agreement with his lordship. He looks after us, provided we leave him alone.
I don't follow.
He likes his privacy.
Some people do.
No one is allowed to visit him.
Do you mean to say that he's a bit eccentric?
No. I've heard people got fired at when approaching his manor uninvited.
Good grief. But is this true?
Well, I won't be the one to find out.
Farewell for now.
Ta-ra!
He's not hiding anything. I mean, he's the Lord. You can't just fucking gallivanting up to his around his fucking property. You know these rich people like. Wait, no, this isn't. No. Light. Oh.
I have one just like this.
I'll
Good day.
yeah, I mean, I should have to
Yes.
ask him. Give me that
Mr.
lantern.
Crozier, might I borrow your lantern?
Sorry, lass. I need it. My eyesight is not what it used to be. The extra light helps me see what I'm hammering.
I understand.
Fuck.
What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
His lordship commands much respect around here, lass. Keeps me busy with work. Why do you ask?
Just curious. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Hello.
Good day.
Can I buy you another drink?
I suppose one more.
No, I
ale
was-
won't
that's-
hurt.
I wasn't
I shall
trying to
take
do
you
that.
up on your.
Let us make our...
Fucking hell, am I gonna get trashed? That's another fucking
To
2
think,
pence.
If that station hadn't been built, we would never have met.
He says something
Blessed
different
be
though. That's
the
pretty.
Midland
That's pretty funny.
Railway.
Idiot!
Oh, we got them both there
That
together.
station is the worst decision this village has ever made.
Cyril Farnaby.
Yeah, I know.
A miserable man with miserable ideas. I will change your mind even if it kills me.
Oh. Things are gonna get a bit gonna get a bit shirty.
I'll leave Cyril and Henry to
Oh.
their grand debate. These two are as stubborn as each other. I've no use for ashes.
Yeah. Lantern. Blacksmith has a lantern, but he needs it because he's working. I did try to speak to him, but I think she said like nah.
I have nothing else.
Yeah. Because that's what I thought as well. Lights. source, or like it's either get a light source, or we need to get the blacksmith
No one here.
to I don't know, pack it in and go to bed.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right
Should
now.
I say go to bed?
The path leads back. The blacksmith is toy.
What time is it? Play a little bit. Might play a little bit more. I'm so into this. I'm so into this.
Perhaps this belongs to a merchant.
Sorry, just doing a quick text for flatmate admin. Light. People I can see. Ask.
There's nothing else I...
No. Vicar? The vicar in his vicarage? I mean, he wasn't. I'm pretty sure, because it knocks on his door. Yeah.
I don't think anyone is...
Out through the window. Light source, blacksmith, hairpin.
I'm not sure they would be interested. No, that won't...
So the usual adventure game logic would be to trick people or distract people or just generally do naughty things. Go ask maybe the lumberjacks. Yeah.
There's nothing else I...
Yeah. Light. Oh. Yeah. Storage room. I can't get in the storage room. But maybe if you mean to find it, he's not there anymore. Nah, he is. He is. Oh, he's not. Oh, he's not there anymore. Yeah. Of course. I can't believe...
He's currently debating the merits of the rail...
Yes, he is.
Locked, as expected. I need to get inside without attracting too much attention.
It's locked. But... Oh.
Kenneth taught me this useful trick. A hairpin is much more than a hair accessory. A few wiggles and this lock should spring right open.
Here we go.
I've snapped the hairpin in the process, but I managed to unlock the door. Let's open this envelope. There's a note inside.
Miss Bateman, I beg for your forgiveness. A matter of grave urgency has arisen in London, and I cannot join you in Bewley. I pack your usual equipment and pray you will find local assistance in my absence. I look forward to seeing you upon your return. Yours faithfully, Kenneth Murdoch.
How very frustrating. I wonder what happened. I'd better get this to the alley before Mr. Long comes back. Moving a fully laden crate through the village square was no easy task.
I bet.
Somehow, no one was there to witness it.
Yeah, it's just the kids, I guess.
But I didn't give up, because I never give up, do I, Mother? I am as stubborn as my father, as you liked to remind me.
Alright. There's a light, I'm guessing.
Wait.
Oh?
Where is my money? It's not in here.
Still no fucking money.
Absolute liability of a man.
Oh dear.
It looks like everything else is in here.
I bought so many drinks.
Specimen trays, shovels. Oh, my chisel, I'll take that. Ah, my lantern. It feels light. There mustn't be any oil inside. I'll leave the rest in the crate. Stanley assured me things would be safe here.
That's why the blacksmith has a lantern.
No money and no assistant. This is most inconvenient.
Give me oil in my lamp.
Still, I've been in worse situations. I've got a tab at the inn for now. I'll worry about money later. I must find that Barrow and get on with the excavation.
Yeah, we are fanning around a lot. Keep me oil in my lamp, keep it burning. Keep me oil in my lamp, I pray. Keep me oil in my lamp, keep me burning. Keep me burning till the break of day. Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna to the King of Kings.
Yes?
I was wondering if you might be able to spare some lantern oil.
I don't have much to spare, lass. Paraffin is as rare as hen's teeth in these parts. How much coin do you have?
None, I'm afraid.
If you're in a bind, I can trade you a small amount.
A trade, you say?
Aye.
What can I trade you for some lantern oil?
Surprise me.
Thanks for your time.
Aye.
I mean, the chisel. I kind of want the chisel. The glove?
I don't think Mr. Crow... No, that's not...
Hang
on. I don't think...
Okay. I've got to find... Unless I've got to find something else. First, messy. As in, like, because she's fucking racking up the tab. No, I can't give him the trowel.
I don't think...
Okay. Surely, like, who's gonna like a worm? Like a kid? Break into the warehouse. Yeah, exactly. And as I was, is that what gave you the idea? Because I was like saying, like, usually you deceive someone, distract someone. It's fun. It's, you know, this is how kind of stupid I am. Is like, so I'm very slow on I'm a little slow on the uptake sometimes. So even when I'm saying, like, it's funny, you know, usually distract people, I literally have distracted someone. Oh, and that's why he can drink. That's why he can drink, like, endlessly, because I'm guessing you can just keep bringing him back to the pub until you get fucking the other guy there. What am I doing? Fucking... Something to trade. Something to trade. Worm. I've got a worm. I think, yeah, like I say, I think the worm... Oh!
I don't think anyone really wants to see my worm.
I know the feeling.
I need paraffin to fuel my lantern.
Maybe someone's like fishing down at the whatever the fuck it was. Who wants a worm? Just trying to remember how all this place fucking links up.
The water is icy cold. That's a peculiar idea.
Fish? It's not really got the volume for fishing.
They aren't mine to take.
Oh. Oh. Yes.
The trowel is too blunt to chip away at the rock.
But... Yes. So she has got the adventure game concept
Splendid.
of...
I've managed to extract it in one piece.
I don't know if there's a single adventure game that doesn't do that. Of it's like someone's around to go, hey, don't do that, and then you have to... You know, the second they're gone, you're like, well, no one's here to see it. So I'm taking it.
Would you trade some of your paraffin for this fossilized ammonite, Mr. Crozier?
Now then, 'tis a beauty that. It looks familiar. I'll take it off your hands.
Wonderful.
Let me fetch some.
I'm not going to mind that
paraffin from inside.
I defaced that, are they? Could be a little awkward.
There you are.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Right, let's go get her. Oh, was she? Yes. Coming to
I
get you.
should fill the lantern with paraffin, fumbling in the dark.
Alright.
My lantern is fueled and ready for action.
Yes. Yeah, baby. Sing Hosanna, sing
Right,
Hosanna,
let's put this
sing
lantern to good
Hosanna
use.
to the King of Kings. Alright, here we fucking go. Here we go. The descent.
Jane, come out at once.
Fucking hell. Badger.
Goodness me. Jane!
Silly, what are you doing in that smelly old badger's hole?
You were in there.
No, I weren't.
Yes, you were.
Not true. I was hiding behind that tree over there. I got bored of waiting for you.
So where can I find Hobbs Barrow?
Go north from the church graveyard, up the hill. You'll see some muddy fields on the horizon. That's Mr. Bryden's farm. Hobbs Barrow is there. Don't tell any grown-ups I told
Alright.
you. And thanks for getting Myrtle
Yeah,
back.
I mean, Badger's
My pleasure. Thank
pretty
you, Jane. You've been
psychological.
a great help.
Alright then. Well, let's fucking get there. Because I'm pretty I want to see what this fucking Barrow is all about. Oh, there was a.
As I trudged through the barren
whatever.
moors, with only the odd sheep for company, I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far. The enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance. The townsfolk of Bewley, who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hobbs Barrow. The suspicion, the wariness in their eyes. Only now I know it was actually fear. In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate.
Yes. let's fucking.
I've no desire to wander the furrows.
Oi. Show me your Barrow.
What do you want?
My name is Thomasina Bateman. Mr. Bryden, I presume.
Aye. What do you want, lass?
I understand Hobbs Barrow is located on your land.
Oh, well, yes. Why'd you ask?
I am an antiquarian, Mr. Bryden. I'm writing a volume on the Barrows of England.
Oh, I suppose you'll be wanting to dig about it.
If at all possible, Mr. Bryden. I was invited to Bewley by Mr. Leonard Shoulder, who told me such an excavation would be possible.
Leonard Shoulder? Ha! I haven't seen him in years. The last I heard he were on death's door. There's to be no more digging there, lass. Not since it went so badly last time.
Was there a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Aye. Me brother dug it up. Must have been, what, 25 years ago? You see, whatever he found inside, well, it drove him mad.
Oh?
Aye. I moved back here to look after him. Poor bastard hanged himself not long after.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bryden. That's terrible.
All right.
Aye. Time passes, but it were an awful thing.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Bryden.
I live here with my wife. And I might be long in tooth, but I can still run this farm without too much help.
What did your brother find?
Samuel. Samuel were his name.
Sorry, what did Samuel find in the barrow?
I don't know. But something went wrong. Afterward, he could barely speak. You couldn't make out a word, like.
That must have been hard.
He lost a hand in that excavation too, you know.
Goodness me, how?
I try hard not to speculate on what might have happened, lass. I'd see him disappear into that barrow, dragging timber in with him. You'd hear him hammering away for hours. I offered him help, but he'd have none of it. Soon enough, he blocked the entrance off. To look at it now, you'd never know the thing we dug up. The land has reclaimed it.
Who else was involved in the excavation?
2 others, I believe. Outsiders, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I think they left town pretty swiftly afterwards. I lived in Bakewell at the time. I only moved back here to look after Samuel. I took over the farm when he passed away.
I see. What can you tell me about your farm?
Samuel's fair aside, we're a fortunate family. The soil is fertile here. Crops grow without too much trouble. All the other farmers round here raise livestock, even Lord Panswick. We grow feed for him.
Most fortunate, Mr. Bryden.
It's a pretty good position.
Is your wife home?
She's out in fields, lass, pulling weeds. The curse of such fertile soil. 40 years we've been married. I couldn't do it without her, you see.
How splendid.
Aye. My wife is a fine woman. Are you married, lass?
That's nice.
No. I've had my fair share of proposals, Mr. Bryden, but that's not the life for me.
Marriage is an important institution. You'll find a man one day.
I manage rather well without one, Mr. Bryden. You haven't seen Mr. Shoulder for some time?
I hear about him now and then, but it must be a good few years since I set eyes on him.
He hasn't been here to visit Hobbs Barrow?
Not to my knowledge. I heard he's beset by ailments. Don't leave his home often.
How odd. I assumed he'd spoken to you about my visit.
Not at all.
You thought it was at death's door, beset by ailments.
What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
He keeps us going. Most of our crops go to feed his animals.
What is he like?
Oh, I've hardly laid eyes on him. He sends his workers here to pick up the crops.
I see. You say Mr. Shoulder is at death's door. What exactly ails him?
I'm unsure. It's just what I've heard. I wouldn't want to speculate on matters that are not my business.
Mr. Bryden, may I please have your permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
No. Have you not been listening, lass? Samuel found something in there that's best left to rot.
Oh,
no
yeah,
digging
but come
here,
on.
lass.
Okay. I've got I mean, he definitely won't want to. He definitely doesn't want to know about it. I'm afraid I won't take no for an answer. Is that the right? That's what I'm leaning towards, but I get the feeling. But is that the right thing? He's gonna say no, whatever. But like, should I just be like, no problem? Because I get, like, I know I'm imagining the game doesn't just end and you're like, well, but like, I'm at least gonna let him know that I'm like, I'm getting in that fucking, look mate, I've come all the way from London, I'm getting in that fucking Barrow.
I'm afraid I won't take no for an answer, Mr. Bryden.
Well, you're going to have to.
Can I see it?
Perhaps I can at least see Hobbs Barrow.
I suppose you've come a long way to be here, lass.
Exactly.
All the way from London, Mr. Bryden.
Have you any proof of all you've told me?
You wish to see proof of what, Mr. Bryden?
I can't let any Tom, Dick or Harry wander around me fields. What proof have you of your claims?
Thanks for your time.
Ta-ra now.
I got the letters, I guess.
Here is proof that Mr. Shoulder invited me to Bewley in order to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Leonard making bold promises, I see. Don't make me regret this, but yes, you can have a look at it.
Thank you.
Oh, you're gonna regret it.
Once you set your eyes on it, you won't be wanting to outdo with it. The place gives one a queer feeling.
I'm pretty sure about that.
So where can I find it?
Through that gate to your left. Just head straight across the top to the field there. After 10 minutes or so, you'll see Barrow, set on a hill ahead.
Thank you again, Mr. Bryden. I really do appreciate it. I probably should have brought my umbrella.
It's got wet suddenly.
Perhaps I could take a closer look.
Oh. AR.
AR. I haven't a clue what that could be referring to.
AR.
Finally, here it is. Hobbs Barrow.
Oh, it's lovely.
Indeed, a barrow of a most unusual rectangular form. I've not seen something like this since West Kennet Long Barrow. Yes, this shall make a fine entry for my book. What secrets do you conceal, I wonder?
Let's fucking get in there.
In good time.
Oh. Damn it.
That smell. Earthy and sweet.
Mmm. 3, 2, 1. You can open your eyes now, Thomasina. Come. Are you ready for your first excavation?
Yes, Daddy.
Capital. Make sure you remember everything I've taught you. I have a feeling you might find something special.
How exciting.
I'll be watching from the steps, my little bird. Good luck.
Thank you, Daddy.
All right. Did.
Daddy has buried something here. Now I'm ready.
Dead. Get digging.
Nothing here.
Damn it.
No treasures here.
I'ma get him.
Treasure!
Ooh. A pot.
Daddy, I found the treasure! Look!
Well done, little bird. Your first successful excavation. That urn you're holding is very old and precious. Take good care of it, all right?
I will, Daddy. I promise.
I think we're gonna see that urn again. Aww. Daddy.
I do have a feeling there is something exceptional to be discovered here. I must gain Mr. Bryden's permission to excavate.
Alright. How are you gonna convince him? And why is it suddenly so sinister?
Darkness falls quickly here. I should make my way back to the inn.
Maybe just...
I shouldn't disturb him at...
Okay. Oh.
It's fast asleep.
Aww.
I wonder what goats dream of. I don't wish to risk waking it up.
Cute.
This is not mine to take.
I'll head back to the inn. If we get to the next day, I'm calling it. I think that'll be a good stopping off point. Fresh grave though. Someone died recently. Fresh grave, no tooth, with no headstone. Like, that's pretty, you know. Someone awake?
No one here.
Someone's awake.
The sign is in a shadow. I can't...
Alright.
Mr. Crozier is enjoying a large mug of ale. Good evening, Mr. Crozier.
Evening. Thanks again for the fossil, lass. 'Tis truly a beauty.
You're most welcome.
There's someone playing the knife between the fingers game over there.
How long have you been collecting fossils?
Ever since I were a boy. The moors look a barren place, but there are plenty of fossils to be found in the rock formations. All manner of creatures to uncover.
Such a playground for a young lad. What's your favourite piece in your collection?
The ammonite you gave me today. The most recent is always the best.
Indeed.
What about you, lass? Do you collect out?
I do. You see, I'm writing a book on the Barrows of England. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England. I document all my findings.
But what do you collect?
Still don't know
Pottery,
about that name.
tools and such.
Bones too,
I know
no
it's
doubt.
Victorian times.
No, I leave those in place.
You've got a morbid heart, lass. Fussing about in old graves like that.
We're not dissimilar in that we both take an interest in the remains of the long gone.
I suppose you have a point there. How's your book coming along then?
Very well, thank you. Though I'm rather keen to begin my chapter on Hobbs Barrow. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Hello.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What are you gonna do about him?
If he thinks he can take her away from here, he's got another thing coming. I am gonna knock his bloody block off.
Oof.
In fact, I can think of a better punishment. Oi, what do you want, lady? Piss off.
You heard the man.
Charming.
Just wanted to chat. Nothing weird about that, is there?
It's Herbert, the local stray. I don't wish to wake him up. He's engaged in a bout of pinfinger. Such a brutal hobby. Good evening, sir.
Oh, what? The knife guy doesn't want to talk to me. Shit.
Hello again, Cyril.
You're still here?
Did Mr. Long convince you of the virtues of Bewley Station?
What the hell do you think? Now bugger off and leave me to me drink.
He seems even more wound up than usual. I must say, last night...
Okay, no toilet.
Good evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley. I found Hobbs Barrow.
Oh, remember what I said, Miss Bateman? There are stories connected to that place.
Yes, stories you won't elaborate on, I might add. Don't worry about me, Stanley. I'm quite capable of warding off imagined fiends.
I have no doubt, but please leave that place.
Oh man, I want to get in there so bad.
I've come this far, there's no turning back
Unless
now.
the whole story's
That's
about getting in
precisely
there.
what worries me.
Which yeah, it probably is.
A mug of your finest ale, please.
There we are.
You got her.
That's 2 pence on your account.
I'm racking
Thank
it up.
you.
She'll be able to fucking afford it.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Don't have any fucking money anyway, so. Just in case.
Time for bed. Tomorrow I shall convince Mr. Bryden
Might be
to
for me
allow
as
me to
well.
begin my excavation.
But let's see if there's a little cutscene.
Miss Bateman. How are you?
Tired.
Gonna buy you a drink?
Yeah.
One won't
Get me a
hurt.
fucking drink.
Excellent. I feel bad about what happened last night. I'm sorry I can't remember it.
That's all right, Mr. Tillett. Alcohol can do all sorts of damage to one's memory.
I was thinking that maybe if we had another drink tonight, I might remember what happened.
I'm not sure that's logical.
But worth trying?
I don't need any further convincing.
Take your seat, Miss Bateman. I shall return with the goods.
So.
To Leonard Shoulder.
Wherever he may be. I've been meaning to ask you something.
Yes?
Why did Leonard Shoulder ask you to dig up Hobbs Barrow?
Despite his disappearing act the previous evening, not to mention his questionable sobriety, I decided Mr. Tillett was to be my ally. I spoke again of Mr. Shoulder's letter, his proposed excavation, and my status as an antiquarian and barrow digger. He was fascinated and quite excited at the prospect of meeting the soon-to-be author of a real-life book.
You must find all manner of riches on your digs.
Barrow digging is not all success, Mr. Tillett. Often I'll come across the likeliest of sites steeped in promise. We set to work with shovel and pick and all the other barrow opening paraphernalia you can imagine. Every stone carefully taken down, every shovel full of earth put dutifully through the sieve, and we find nothing. Or you may find a miserable remnant of animal bone or a shard of pottery hardly to be recognized from the peat in which it decayed. Sometimes it's as if some Neolithic humorist prepared an elaborate practical joke for your special benefit.
It still sounds much more exciting than spending your days sitting in England's most remote railway station.
Are you all right, Mr. Tillett?
I've had another argument with Agnes.
Your wife?
Aye. She didn't want me coming to the plough tonight. Truth is, I've been drinking my life away since my mother passed.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry for your loss.
You're kind, Miss Bateman. Thank you. It's been a year since the old girl left us. She had a horrible end, wasting away, day by day. Consumption got her. She was naught but bones by the end. I can't get the image out of my mind. She were everything to me.
I'm so sorry.
I apologise for going on, Miss Bateman. It's not appropriate.
Don't worry, Mr. Tillett. I appreciate your openness.
Used to love going for walks out in the moor, my mother and I, ever since I were a little one. She'd get a tear in her eye as she looked out upon it. She loved this land. I asked Mr. Crozier to build a bench, which we've erected at her favourite lookout spot on the moors. Margaret's Lookout, we called it. Aye.
That's a beautiful tribute.
Aye. If you take a seat there, do keep her in your thoughts, won't you?
Of course, Mr. Tillett. I can relate in some manner. My father had an accident when I was very young. He's still alive, but he can neither move nor speak. He spends his entire life bedbound and incapable of communicating or looking after himself in any way.
How dreadful.
He was a barrow digger himself, an antiquarian of some renown. He taught me so much, even though I was so young. I think writing this book is my way of carrying on his work. It helps me reclaim those earlier memories of him, and I visit him often to tell him all about my excavations.
Can he hear you?
I've no idea. The doctors aren't sure. I'd do anything to make him better, Mr. Tillett. I'd do anything to bring him back to the man he was. I am in a state of suspended mourning for a man caught between life and death.
Dreadful. Just dreadful.
We all have our weaknesses. Mine just happens to be my father.
And what of your mother?
A cold woman. We haven't talked in quite some time. I think she blamed me for my father's accident somehow.
But a child?
Indeed. She thus saw it fit that a governess should raise me as she spent her life grieving for my father.
Well then, I propose a toast.
A toast to what?
A shared sense of loss.
I'll toast to that, Arthur. Now then, enough of this wallowing.
Let us be merry. Another round.
I really shouldn't. But I did.
Go on.
And another after that.
Oh, really?
And another.
Shit. It happens.
The frustrations of my visit to Bewley slipped away with each swill of Stanley's finest ale. We had great fun that night, Mr. Tillett and I. I treasure the memory.
Go on then. Let's hear those pipes.
Mustn't.
Sing the song.
You're incorrigible.
Please. You'll make a sad man happy.
Oh, all right then.
I can't wait for this.
Clasps, celts, and arrowheads I'll try to claw within my clutch. And if a shield I should espy,
I mean,
I'll vow there ne'er was such.
I was planning to,
Popish
but
tricks
all
and
this was
relics
happening.
rare, the priests their flocks do gull. In casting
But
out
I
the
assume
earth
this
take
will be the
care.
end of the day, and
Huzzah!
then I'll go to bed.
I've found a skull.
Also. That was a bit weird. A bit of a weirdo. Oh. Dunno. Should I leave this for till next time? It's probably just yeah. You got her. Hi.
Hello, Thomasina.
What is this? Who are you?
I'm the one that saved your father.
What do you mean?
You were here 25 years ago.
My father?
You were deep down with the others. You were there, and something went wrong. I dragged him out.
Impossible.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
I don't understand.
Believe my words. You'll find proof in morning.
Here's the doll.
Now go. One more thing. This is not a dream.
Yo. Oh yeah. That's a cliffhanger. Mate, this is so good.
Goodness, that was a
Loving
terrible
it.
sleep.
You free next week? More of the same. I know it said always save, but I'll save anyway. I did see a review for it saying it was really good and that it sticks with you and that sort of stuff. It's fucking but this is pretty good. Ugh. Yeah, everyone was saying it was good. I did see that it was coming out like a while ago as well, and I thought, that looks kind of interesting. It was one of those games. That's what Disco Elysium was like. I seemed like, and that's what happened with Pathologic as well. Like I said, I somehow seem to clock on to when games are on the horizon. I'm like, that was kind of interesting. Completely forget about them, then they release, and I'm like, oh yeah, that fucking game. I'll give that a go, and they're usually fucking sick. So it's a pattern I've noticed. Yeah, that was good. Loved it. Thank you for joining me. I can't just see your chats now. I moved to the appropriate screen, but you know, I'll go back to it. Fuck it. I just like it. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I will see you yeah. Good night. Oh, this is so good. Yes. See you later. Bye bye. Bye. Stay spooky.